flashing signs pull me deep into your lines. There's something in the way you move, got me tangled in your groove. I try to run but it's too late, you're the rhythm I can't escape. Love syndrome, can't get free, you're the fever burning me. Heartbeat stuck on replay mode, loving you is a lost code. Love syndrome, hold me tight, spin me through this neon night. Echoes of your name in lights, we're a glitch in paradise. Falling fast but I feel fine, caught inside your love design. Your love Stardust. Echoes of your name in lights, we're a glitch in paradise. Falling fast but I feel fine, caught inside your love design. Your love syndrome. Echoes of your name in lights, we're a glitch in paradise. Falling fast but I feel fine, caught inside your love design. Your love syndrome. Getting lost in all my thoughts. Is it wrong to feel this way? So confusing, the story of my life. The weather changed when our lines crossed, and I've never been the same. Chapter 1, the story of my life. The story of my life. Don't tell me that I don't wanna hear it, no, no. Don't tell me that I don't want.
In the heat of battle, we are more than warriors. We are one. We are legend. From the ashes we rise, side by side, holding the line where the brave have died. Every scar is a vow, every strike is a flame. We fight not for glory, but honor and name. Shields up high, blades in hand. We are the storm that takes the land. When the world turns dark and the heavens break, we charge the fire for our people's sake. One voice, one heart. Though we stand worlds apart, bound in light forged by fate, our courage will resonate. Heroes never fade in the legend we've made. Even if we fall, our names remain. A flame in the storm, unchained by pain. Heroes never fall, hear the clarion call. Together we stand, united by blade. Heroes never fade. In the clash of dawn, we hold our ground. The thundering war, a sacred sound. Across the lanes, through shadow and light, every hero burns bright in the darkest night. Tanks stand tall, assassins strike, marksmen rain down endless might. Mages rise with ancient fire, supports heal wounds that never tire.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again, and we're gonna watch this Kabam live stream. We're gonna see what's coming with some good things. But Vitaly, what's up? Welcome. Oh, they starting. Hold on, let me switch over.
You walked in, light on your face.
Turn off the music here. Billy D, Billy Buddha, what's up, man? Knight, I see you. Yeah, see, they have a different intro, but we gonna do it.
We're back here today with the official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream for the August month here on July 31st live in Vancouver. I am your host, Karate Mike, also known as Kabam Rex. I am very excited here to be having a little chat with you guys about the upcoming build. It's going to be a very fun show. We have some incredible champions to go over. We have an incredible event that's going live for the summer in August. We have a very special guest and some other surprises along the way. Now, before we get into any of this stuff today, we only have one rule in the chat. We got James on the rig today. James, play that rule. What do we got going on? All you got to do is just be nice. All right? I'm going to be nice to you. You're going to be nice to me. We're going to have a very fun time together. It's a brand new day here in the contest, and there's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the universe. So we have some announcements going on for this stream. Let's pull those announcements up right here. The Web of Corruption saga, it is ongoing. We're going into month 2 of the Web of Corruption. That's pretty exciting. Month 1 was a pretty solid start to the saga, I would say. Those July events, they're starting to wrap up. We'll talk about those in just a bit here. The Book 2 epilogue is in full swing. We have to save Karina, guys. The Battle Realm needs our help to save Karina, and you're the only one who can do it, and I believe in you. You're going to do a great job with that. Spider-Man Symbiote, if you haven't heard, he's being completely
Please don't change his suit
from scratch.
from black.
That's new animations, brand new kits, and a beautiful new character model. We're going to be talking about him in just a bit.
Just don't
today as
change it
well.
from the black.
Quick reminder here not to miss that Green Goblin item in the July EQ. You have a couple days left to get that from the milestones. You're not going to want to miss that one. And we met thousands of Marvel fans at San Diego Comic-Con last week. Thousands, no exaggeration. It was an absolute blast. We'll talk about that in a minute as well here. But listen, we're on Twitch, right? We're on Twitch. You got to sign up for your Twitch drops here. If you're not linked up, make sure you connect your account. Look at all of these, absolutely exhausting, and I'm still recovering from it. I had no voice up until just yesterday. It is a miracle that this stream got done, and I have a voice. Maybe you're not super great at talking to strangers, but in this scenario, it's unlike anything else. It is unlike anything else. Also, I'm being told here really quickly, just remember to refresh the stream to ensure that your Twitch drops are working. Look at that. Just make sure you do this. It's really important because we want to make sure those Twitch drops are working all the time. Can we get that focused here? It's really not important. This is a bit that wasn't planned, so we don't have to do that. Don't mess up with the rest of the shot. I'm sorry. Forget I did that. But anyway, point being, seriously, it's so incredible to see people talking about Marvel Contest of Champions in person, exchanging numbers, exchanging contact, becoming friends in game so they can play together. It's such an incredible thing what MCOC does. We had thousands of our pins printed out. Printed out, made, custom, whatever you want to, whatever terminology
Oh,
you
you know,
here.
I
But
have to get the
seriously,
Hulk
these
one.
pins, designed by our very own Kabam Vincent, were a hit. An absolute hit. People were coming by every single day to get these pins.
And maybe the strange
They
one
look
too.
Beautiful in person. They were completely sold out, which is just insane. Insane how much these pins were just going through like crazy. But seriously, we had just an absolute blast at this thing. We had some cosplayers come by. We had some 10-year players come by. We even had a couple dogs come by. This family in the middle over here is a family of a husband and wife with 4 kids, and they all play Marvel Contest of Champions together. We talked a lot over the weekend. 2 of the boys here are actually on stage for the competition. Just a blast. I love seeing MCOC bring families together. And seriously, that's why I'm going with MCOC family here today. Just incredible stuff. Now, I'll stop boring you at home about San Diego Comic-Con, but you know, my whole point here is that live events for MCOC are so special. And I really hope we get to do more of these in the future. I'm confident that there's a lot of space in the live event territory for MCOC. And I hope that you're able to come to the next one if you couldn't come to this one. There's a lot of stuff going down at this one. It was an absolute blast, and we always try to make these as fun for everybody as possible. So, until the next one, thank you so much for joining us at San Diego Comic-Con. If you did come by, the party didn't stop at San Diego Comic-Con. There were people at the airport who played the game. People were coming up to me asking for pictures. It was absolutely insane. But seriously, thank you so much for coming out. It was an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see you at the next one. But it's time to start talking about what is coming to Marvel Contest of Champions in the month of August, because SDCC is over, but there's a lot of excitement left in the contest. This has nothing to do with anything. I just love this artwork so much. It's so funny. Spider-Man carrying Howard the Duck. This is not teasing anything whatsoever. I just love it. I had to include it here. It's great. It's fantastic. Let's start talking about the Web of Corruption, my friends. So the new saga is upon us, the Web of Corruption. It's a very exciting saga. We have Hobgoblin and Black Tarantula up there fighting it out, while Stealth Spidey is going up against Joe Fixit. If you haven't seen our incredible motion comic that the team worked so hard on, make sure you go check it out, because it is a beautiful piece of content. That's really cool, with a little Spidey noir trying to crack a certain case. What's going on with that guy? Are we ever going to see him in the Marvel Contest of Champions? I don't know. We're going to have to stay tuned so we can crack the case. But let's talk about the story going on in the Web of Corruption. Because the corruption of the web, it's widening. It is widening, my friends. And the Battle Realms Web of Corruption has ensnared an ancient and powerful spellcaster now. Agatha Harkness arrives to investigate reports of symbiomancy, which is a strange symbiote-controlling enchantment. The main suspect, Symbiote Supreme, is missing. So, she needs the hexed help of Wiccan and Nico Minoru. Will this talented trio be able to conjure a win against sinister spells and a recently repossessed Spider-Man symbiote? Well, there's only one way to find out, my friends, and that is in the event quest for August, Maiden Mother Crone. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to read every last piece of dialogue in that EQ, because it is a riveting story. It is a riveting story, I tell you. Speaking of riveting stories, we have a saga chase for the Web of Corruption. I think we all know what it is by now. That's right, smoke and mirrors galore. Mysterio is joining the Ascension pool here as a 7-star with the saga chase. And that's continuing. Now, we're going to be talking about all the places you can get these Mysterio orbs in August at the end of the stream, after I tell you all the content that's coming to the game in August. Don't want to spoil any of the good stuff coming, but there will be a slide listing out every last place where you can get these Mysterio orbs. Now, you know how it works. There's going to be over 100 for free in the game. You need 100 Mysterio orbs to get that 7-star Ascended Mysterio. Also, one last final reminder here. There's a couple days left for the EQ Green Goblin piece for the Glider Core. You're not going to want to miss it, because Green Goblin is going to be a pretty fun champ. So, speaking of fun things, we have a couple of events ending soon from July. So the Squad Builder event, this was a new take on Squad Builder, and I think it was pretty successful with this one, a pretty fun one. So, Squad Builder, this is our 3rd iteration. The first one was received pretty well. The second one, not as well. We took a lot of feedback back from the 2nd iteration, said, okay, how can we make this a little bit better, a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun, and we added a bunch of different things into this. We had new growth rewards, we had the multiversal champions with Hobgoblin and Black Tarantula, we had bonus point modifiers and also bonus squad modifiers. So now, you're not beholden to just 5 of those champions per round. and you can get more of them. You can also swap out more and gain bonus rewards and all these different things.
Definitely like this
It's a lot more
one.
engaging, a lot more fun, and you also have a bit more agency over the amount of points you can get as well. So I think this game mode is moving in a nice direction. We still have some more improvements that we want to make, but this felt like a really nice stop along the way. Speaking of a stop along the way, this has nothing to do with what I just said, but Black Tarantula's Secret Stash is also ongoing through August 12th. Now, this new event just started on Wednesday, and this requires you to engage daily in the daily super event, which you're already doing, of course, to get those pry bars. Also, to play in the squad builder until that is over to get some more pry bars here. So, there are also going to be 10,000 pry bars for completing the August event quest before August 12th. So, if you're interested in finishing this event completely for free, make sure you do all of these things. You can get enough pry bars to open every single box in this event by doing these 3 things: daily super events, the squad builder objectives, and also EQ before August 12th. All right, so that's everything that's being closed off in July. That's pretty exciting stuff. One other thing that's exciting here is Thor Ragnarok, my friends. We talk about this every time. We just got to reheat this a little bit here because as of this week, he is available for Ascension. I believe if you picked up those 10 observants in the Champion store, you can have the 80 total observants that was needed to get him to Ascension level 1. I picked up that. I got him to A1. He is cracked at rank 5, Ascension level 1. He is so much fun, especially in Alliance War right now. He is a ton of fun to play with the Beta Ray Bill synergy, by the way. Insane stuff. Give it a shot if you haven't. Really cool stuff. I'm not sure if those observants are still available in the unit store, but observance is not going anywhere at all. Observance is still going to be in the Twitch drops going forward, so you will be able to get the A1 and the A2 without spending units. If you wanted it quicker, like I did, that was an option for you. I don't think that's there anymore, though, but there will be more in the future. But Thor, great champion. Really great champion. Really fun time. Okay, now we have some other content to talk about here coming in August. I'm going to put this right down over here. We're going to take a little sip in a bit when we watch a video because I filled that all the way to the brim and I cannot take a sip just yet. Otherwise, I will spill it everywhere. Nobody wants to see that. So running through August, we have the Apex Coliseum Round 3. Up next, we have Medusa and then Emma Frost. There is a green goblin piece inside these milestones, so make sure you jump in there and collect that thing because, again, you're going to want that green goblin here. Now, Korg just launched. Korg was definitely a bit tougher. Definitely a big bad Korg going on in Coliseum, but the good news is each health bar cleared is worth 2 points in this event. So Mojo was a bit easier than Korg, at least in my opinion, just talking about personal subjectiveness here, but Korg is a tougher defender in general. We're going to see what happens with Medusa and Emma Frost, but I'm pretty excited to see what they bring to the Coliseum. Speaking of Coliseum, we also have Mr. Negative in the Alliance Coliseum for August. This is going live on August 31st. Now, this is back to that 3-day cadence of Alliance Coliseum, and the big change here is that usually I list out a bunch of tags, 9 tags, that you have to sift through and see which champions are going to be usable on which days. We want to streamline that process a little bit. It's going to be a lot easier going forward. As you can see here, triple day 1, double day 1, single day 1, and so on and so forth for day 2 and day 3. Essentially, triple day 1 is going to act as if you're using all 3 tags. Double day 1 is going to act as if you're using 2 tags. And single, only 1. You kind of get the idea here. When the build goes live in August, you're going to be able to see these things here and see what champions are available if you're looking to plan ahead. So hopefully this makes things a little bit less confusing and a lot easier across the board when looking into what champions are going to be usable in Alliance Coliseum. Speaking of Alliance Coliseum and just Alliance Quest in general, at this point now, all reward updates 4 AQ are implemented and ready to go. Last time I did say that the AQ rewards were going to be going live different about 2 weeks ago. That did get pushed back here with the current raid update, packaged the whole thing into one day to push together. So we were a little bit early on that on the communication side. Apologies for that. But from this point forward, we should be good to go. Alliance Coliseum got that reward update about 2 months ago. Alliance raids are updated right now with the new raid map rewards and also Elder raid chests added with the classic Scarlet Witch as the Chase Champion and some other goodies in those chests as well. And regular AQ and Rampant Evolution AQ will be getting a nice reward update as well. I believe previously it was like Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha, so there's some more relevant catalysts there that are going to be nice to have opposed to those older ones. Okay. Have you been playing Alliance War, by the way? Because those trial seasons, those are going on right now. Now, I don't know about you, but this is the least stressed I felt playing Alliance War in a very, very long time.
I hope they keep
so
it, man.
So we put the Towers tech into Alliance War, where whether you win or you lose, your champion's health is restored to 100%. So maybe you walked away from Alliance War because the stress was too much with the potions and all of this and the costs and all of that. Maybe you've never played Alliance War because it was too daunting for you. Now, this is a change that's going to apply to all tiers of Alliance War from Tier 1 all the way down to Tier 22. Now, I do hope you've been jumping in and having some fun with this Alliance War update, because as this trial season continues, we're going to be monitoring the impact of Towers, Tech, and War, seeing if it does good for the mode. So I really hope you guys get in there, play some Alliance War so that engagement is looking pretty good in Alliance War. That way we have some good data to sift through, and who knows, maybe some good stuff will happen. But seriously, jump on in if you haven't played War for a while. It's a lot less stressful, it's a lot easier to pick up, and it's a lot of fun, too. Alliance War is a lot of fun, man. When you do some stuff with your alliance, it's great. It's a great stuff, man. It's really fun stuff. But speaking of fun stuff, we have some new champions to talk about today. I'm very excited for this one. We have Agatha Harkness coming right up. James, let's get that video ready.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Let's do it.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building your power. Try to weave in some intercepts while you build to your special 1, so you can start stacking those amplifies. Once above a bar, activate your special 1 to place your rune prison. From here, make sure to stay in the rune prison as much as possible to maximize your damage. Continue striking the opponent to steal their power, and once you've built up enough to empower your special attack, launch your special 2, and watch those bursts ensue chaos upon your opponent. Now, if the opponent isn't already knocked out, just continue the process until they are. Keep in mind, Agatha is a magic thief. When an atrophied opponent gains one of her listed buffs, she gains a copy and becomes that much stronger. She also destroys some of the opponent's buffs, rendering them as useless as rubble as she ensures her opponent's timely demise.
They hate Hercules,
All
boy.
right, so that was Agatha Harkness finally coming to the game. So Agatha was in the Summoner's Choice vote for the second Summoner's Choice. I think she went up in the finals against Quicksilver. It took her a few years, but here she comes. She looks great. She looks like a lot of fun. Art team is absolutely sensational on this champion, and her kit is pretty nuts as well. So let's talk a little bit about what Agatha Harkness does. So she's immune to armor break. Her mediums are also non-contact, and she gains steadfast against cosmic champions. She also has amplify on intercepts and when she punishes special attacks, which goes great with the fact that she power steals on her basics. She also has the ability to destroy certain buffs on parry and special punishes, and her special 1 summons a rune prison on the stage. The best way to think of this is kind of like High Evolutionary's, what's it called? Evolutionary Field? I want to say it's the Evolutionary Field.
Yeah,
she kind of places that. This one can't be in the corner. So if you use the special one all the way in the corner, it's going to be a little bit more towards the center, which is pretty interesting. But what's really cool about this is that only her mediums can push the opponent back inside the field. So her light attacks will keep them in place, which is pretty cool. She also inflicts an atrophy inside the rune prison, and it copies certain buffs off atrophied opponents. She also gains empowered special attacks when she steals a certain amount of power from the opponent. And against non-science champions, she regenerates damage taken from Incinerate, Nova Flame, and blocked hits while suffering from those two effects. So if there are any cosmic champions who inflict Nova Flame who are pretty difficult to take down, Agatha might be good for that champion. Like Super Scroll. He only does that against tech champions,
Or
though,
Dark
so that's
Phoenix.
not entirely relevant here. But I think you know what I'm saying. So let's take a look at this champion in-game, and let's just kind of see what happens. We're going to go up against Nova here. This is going to be a rank 5, Ascended level 1 Agatha. All right. So what I'm going to be doing here is essentially going towards Special 1. Are we good on the gameplay, by the way?
No.
Is it not working?
Oh.
No feed. All right. Hold on one second here. We'll try unplugging it. Gonna Dext Nova Special 1 while I'm replugging this. And if it doesn't work, we can't make it work. And that's what happens when we do it live sometimes. We got it?
There you go.
So I got hit a couple times trying to set this up. Just pretend like that didn't happen. I went for the Special 1 here. All I did was go for the Special 1. Now he's inside the field. I'm going to be punishing his special attack here. That way I can get the Amplify. That's going to give me some more power. Now I would like to get to 100 in that little counter. That would be great. However, I did get hit a decent amount of times. There we go. We're good to go. This is going to do a nice bit of damage here. I did not get the energy vulnerability because I did not play this properly because I was getting it set up, but that's okay. What you want to do, though, is go for that Special 1, get them inside here, punish special attacks, steal their power, then have a fun time. Watch the deep dive. It was played a lot better in the deep dive when the tech issues were not present, but you kind of get the point, man. Usually, they go for Special 1 into Special 2, and the Special 2 with the energy vulnerability does a metric ton of damage, like you saw in the video. But point being, she's pretty insane. The art team is incredible on this stuff, man. I love the Rune Prison. I love what she does. There's a lot of really cool things that she can do against certain cosmic opponents. I think that's really fun. So Agatha Harkness is joining Marvel Contest of Champions on August 6th in those pre-release bundles and going to be in Crystals and Arena on August 13th. There's a lot of stuff she can do. Go watch the deep dive for a much better view on this champion because that was not the best showcase that I just did. I think I might be washed, guys. I might be washed. I'm okay to admit it. It's not great. It's not great what's going on. But that's all right. Agatha's really fun. Agatha's a fun champion. There's another fun champion that's coming this month. And that's Spider-Man Symbiote.
Yes.
That is a complete rebuild of Spider-Man Symbiote following Doctor Strange and Cyclops and that style of champion. Let's take a look at that new Spider-Man Symbiote.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building your power. Focus on landing your third light attack to gain your reflex buffs and cycle through genetic reflex. Build to around a bar and a half of power and launch your Special 1 to trigger your Cruelty and Evade buff. Now, let the opponent attack into you and evade their strikes to build up your armor break debuffs. From here, continue to build your reflex as you work your way to 2 bars of power. Once there, launch your Special 2 and watch those big yellow numbers decimate your opponent. Now, remember, Spider-Man's true accuracy is unaffected by ability accuracy modifications from tech champions, allowing him to bully his way through those pesky auto blockers. For longer fights, use your Special 3 2 times to gain those indefinite furies and increase your armor break stack limit to make each strike that much more devastating.
All right. right.
Okay.
So that was Spider-Man Symbiote.
Happy he still looks the same.
This is a really exciting one.
Same
I
suit,
cannot
anyway.
wait to talk about this guy. Let's take a look at what he can do here on the slide deck going on. So he's got some immunities. He's immune to heal block, power drain, and power burn. You know, this is a champion that's been in the game for about 8 years, right? So when you think of Spider-Man Symbiote, you probably think about that evade passive after his special attacks. You think about his 80-second armor break, which, by the way, still exists, I believe. So his heavy attack now inflicts multiple armor breaks. I believe it's 4 of them. His evade also triggers armor breaks, so it's kind of like really tying in his kit all together into one, making it a lot more cohesive. He gains reflex buffs, kind of like Scream in a way. These could be Energize, Expertise, and Vitality. These refresh when a new one is gained on his 3rd light attack, and finishing a special grants an evade buff. The evade buff causes the opponent to act more aggressive, making it very reliable against special attacks and whatnot, and personal evades can also grant regen. A really cool thing here, his specials grant true accuracy that can't have ability accuracy reduced by tech champions, which is great for Penny Parker and other tech champions who try to kind of avoid that. Special 1 gains cruelty, special 2 gains precision, and a really fat fury on the special 3 for some of those longer fights. Let's take a little bit of a look here. Here also, let's get a, let's go right over because I want to show this. Oh my goodness gracious. He's just hanging on the web. That's awesome, dude. That is so cool. All right, let's jump in here against this Penny Parker. I love this matchup. We did show it in the deep dive, but it's a good one. Spider-Verse versus Spider-Verse, we got to do it. All right, so I like to start here with the parry heavy, get those 4 armor breaks. Oh, those animations are so cool. So what I like to do here against Penny Parker is push her to special 3 if she allows me to. I obviously didn't mean special 3, I meant special 2. And then I get the evade buff, and this is really fun. Also, I can kind of ignore her auto block here, and look at the damage. It's just good. It's just very nice damage. I'm going for that 3rd light attack, and now I'm fully ramped up. I should go for a special 2, but I'm going to go for another special 1 to show the reliability here.
Wow.
I mean, that's just a fun time, guys.
Yeah.
That is just a really fun time. Agatha can also look that good if you play properly, just so you guys know. She's actually very good. So let's do another one here, because this is just so fun. This is a larger Penny Parker now. This is going to be at 1.2 million health. I want to go for that special 2, that big special 2. It would have just nuked her like crazy. It would have just bullied her too hard. Little reference there for you guys. Now, he does get the true accuracy, right? But if you're in like Alliance War, for example, you probably still want to hit her shield just to play it safe, right? I don't know if we're going to do that here. We might just go for it. She's probably going to auto block me before I can use a thing. Maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. Sometimes it works out, right? MCOC. MCOC, guys. There's so many factors. This is a larger Penny as well, right? So you kind of want to just keep an eye on everything going on here. You do have that evade cooldown.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Right? So it will be ready to go here, I believe. So we can do this fun stuff.
Look at the regen.
Yeah, now we have the true accuracy. We're pretty much fully built up. This is a big health pool here. Nice damage. If this was like an Everest fight, I would say go for the 2 special 3s. Right? I mean, that's just a lot of damage. He just feels so nice. Oh, God, I love this buff. That feels really nice, right? If this was an Everest fight, I would say go for the special 3s if you're trying to do like a top list with him or anything in the future. Yeah, this is really, really nice stuff, man. Go for the special 3s. You can do 2 of them to get 2 Furies, get some more armor breaks going on. He feels really, really nice. He feels really, really nice. Very big fan of this buff. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. Just adding to the repertoire of crazy Spider-Verse champions. I don't know if we had a really strong Cosmic Spider-Verse champion. I'm not counting like Venom and symbiotes, for example, but this is another Cosmic symbiote to the roster as well. I mean, Scream, Venom, this guy, Venom the Duck with the relic. Yeah, he's really solid. This champion is going to be live in your roster actually next week when the build goes live as a 6-star, 5-star, and below. But the 7-star will be released as a completely brand new champion starting on August 20th in the pre-release bundles and in Crystals and Arena on August 27th, which is super fun. Really, really fun. So great stuff going on. There's some nice utility here and some really solid damage. But those animations, man. Those animations, dude, are just so good. Just bullying the opponent. Just great. Just love it. And look at this. Look at the action pose here, right? God, the art team just does not miss. Incredible stuff. So, if you want the opportunity to win one of these 2 champions today from watching the stream, play contestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. And hey, if you are one of the 4.7 million people watching at home and you have not played Marvel Contest of Champions before, but you just so happen to find this Twitch stream, scan this QR code, download MCOC, and play along with us as well. It's a great game with over 350 Marvel champions. Almost every Marvel character ever is in this game. Not actually, there are so many, but there are so many Marvel characters in this game as well. And that's a lot of fun. Speaking of Marvel characters in this game, that Hobgoblin double track event is still going on. So if you want that 7-star Ascended, if you're elder, Hobgoblin, jump into that double track event. You have until October 1st to get this guy. And of course, he's going to be in all other sources where you would normally get new champions as well. But this one's going on for a bit, but he is not the only Goblin coming to the game because it's almost time to start talking about Green Goblin Stellar Forge. There was a little change here with his defensive kit here for what's going to counter him. That's why I put subject to change for the past few months. But this variant of Green Goblin now demands guaranteed crits and intercepts to counter him instead of combo generation. So he's still going to be putting a bunch of debuffs on the opponent on attack. The pieces to get him are currently available in the event quest and in Apex Coliseum. One of them is gone from the initial Saga Towers, but there will be some more. One next month and one in September in order to get this Green Goblin. So those were some fun champions. Hobgoblin is fun. Green Goblin is fun. Spider-Man is so much fun. Agatha is so much fun. Should we talk about any more champions? What do you think? Hey, James, I was tripping over that thing all morning. Can you plug in that cable over there? I was tripping all over it. If you could just plug that cable in and then play that video, that'd be great. Thanks, man.
Cable's been rebuilding the future, and now he's ready to rewrite the present. First things first, Cable is now 100% poison resistant. Every time he fills a bar of power, he gains a power efficiency passive. He also has a chance to trigger a regen whenever he crosses a bar. And if the opponent tries to bleed him, Cable simply rewinds time. If he regen the last time he crossed a bar, he'll trigger that regen all over again. And, independently of the regen, inflict a degen on the opponent. Speaking of degen, Cable's Heavy can now stack degen on non-robot opponents up to 8 times.
Ooh.
His Special 1 now inflicts Daunted passives on every single hit. And his Special 2 inflicts a Juicy Incinerate. While that's active, Cable can't throw another Special 2, but his degens pause during his specials, giving you more time to melt the opponent with his damage over time. Now, with his Special 3, Cable pushes his Techno-Organic Virus to the limits, gaining an even stronger power efficiency passive, at the cost of temporarily power locking himself. While Cable is suffering from his own power lock, his Special 2 becomes unblockable. Cable's new kit is all about building momentum. Open with his Special 3 to supercharge your power, launch an unblockable Special 2, then use all that extra power efficiency to chain Special 1s, stacking Daunted while your degen continues to wear the opponent down. The timeline has changed. Have you updated yet? Well, you should. Cable's update is waiting for you in the August update.
All right, that cable is now properly plugged in, and no one should be tripping over it any longer. So 7-star cable is not coming to the game just yet, but buffed cable is coming to the game, and reworked cable is here, and that's really fun. Let's start talking about what he can do. So I feel like that video kind of goes over everything already, but we're still going to talk about it here for a little bit.
That
Some
second
key
bullet
updates
point
going on with the cable rework that's launching next week. Technically, one of 2 reworks. One being a rebuild that's launching just next week, which is really exciting. So if you have a 6-star cable, it's going to be really fun next week. So some key updates here. He is now naturally
the Apocalypse
100% resistant to poison effects. He had this weird thing going on before where like the first one was 20, then 40, then 60, weird things going on. Now he's 100% resistant to all poison effects, which is very nice. His degens now have a stack limit of 8. Without any synergies, Cable on his own can now stack 8 of those degens. They also no longer scale with the opponent's power, so you don't have to push them really, really high. The Apocalypse synergy is being updated now and changed to reduce opponent purification chance by 100%. So those 2 are still going to be a very strong duo. If you make him a horseman, oh boy, that's going to be really, really fun because he loves to spam those special attacks now. And he gets that unstoppable thing going on as well, and he can also ignore purified chance as well, which is kind of crazy. So his special 1 can stack a mass amount of Daunted on the opponent, which can also be inflicted through block. Watch out for that on defense. He also gains power efficiency when crossing power bars instead of power gain like he used to, and massive power efficiency from special 3. So you may have noticed from the video that there's a lot of different ways that you can play Cable. You can kind of do your parry heavy, right? If you use those recoil masteries, he's going to be healing from the poison and doing a lot more damage. But you can also do like heavy into special 1 spam over and over and over like we did against the Lumitrix in that video. But if you're up against a bit of a higher health pool, just kind of want to have a lot of fun, go for that special 3. Get that massive power efficiency, use that special 2, you're going to power lock yourself, then you can just spam that special 1 over and over and over. Really, really fun against Punisher, by the way. I love him against Punisher. Really solid stuff. Once you get that special 2 Incinerate, his degen is paused during special attacks, and his special 1 is pretty lengthy, and you really just kind of use those over and over and over. So you stack the Daunted up, you stack the degen on the opponent, and then you're doing a lot of damage to the opponent through all these different sources, and the Daunted is increasing it. Really fun stuff, and he also has an ability where Endurance cannot reduce his stun debuffs. I do believe that is in his SIG ability. So this rework is going live next month. Stay tuned to find out how you can earn his 7-star coming to the game also soon, but we're not ready to talk about that just yet. 6-star Cable is next month. Super exciting stuff. I think he looks incredible. He did get a new character model as well, by the way, which is great. That's awesome. Same animations, but he got a bit of a cleanup. Makes him look a little bit prettier, which I think is great because he looks fantastic. So that's really fun. Cable. Spider-Man Symbiote reworks next month. One of them is a rebuild. Agatha, Green Goblin soon. Lots of fun champions. You love to see it. You really love to see it. All right, so that is actually going to do it for our champion segment. There are no more surprises on the champions, I swear. I know it sounds like I'm setting you up for a champion thing, but I'm not setting you up for a champion thing. I am setting you up for this, though, by the way, because the legends are coming. Something is brewing in the contest, my friends. Something is brewing, and after an arduous training arc, legends of the past have returned to the contest. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because they're ready to take revenge with their newfound power here in August. So, over the past couple of years, this is kind of when we do our little Legends event, when we celebrate Legends of the contest. What is going on this month? What are we doing this year for our Legends events? Well, we'll talk about that, but watch out for this one, because you can't underestimate these foes that are coming for you, my friends. You have to be prepared to bring in a collection of your strongest champions to this fight. You'll enter the new Revenge of Legends quest and show these intruders that revenge is not going to come so easily to all of you summoners, all right? So this is going to be a very, very special event, and it's one that we just could not do on our own. We had to bring in a contest veteran to help out with this one here. So in collaboration with a champion of the contest, just a really, really big shout out to the CEO of Marvel Contest of Champions for taking some time away from his busy schedule for some boots on the ground here, because Seaton, Man of Legends, is who we collaborated this year with. The following event is going to contain encounters designed with input from Seaton. Big warning here, okay? Watch out, because this guy over here, he's a bit of a maniac when it comes to designing content. He did a fantastic job, and we're going to talk all about that today. It's going to be fantastic. But hey, we had to bring somebody on the stream today, and it's not the CEO himself. I did ask, but he was like, hey man, I actually said, hey mate, do you want me to fly 15 hours to be on the stream? Are you kidding me? And I was like, you know what, that's right. That's the value prop there is not too great. It's a big flight. I understand it. It's all good. Me and Seaton talk a lot. We're good buddies. Great guy, fantastic guy. But I brought somebody very special onto the stream today, and it is the person he was collaborating with on the quests that we're going to be talking about today. Welcome to the official stream for the very first time, Kabam Bitter.
Notably not Seaton.
That's right, notably not Seaton, although you do sound like him.
Is it the accent?
It might be the accent. So, what is going on, my friend? Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, this isn't the first Kabam stream that you're on, because you did such a phenomenal job commentating during Summoners Fest.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was a good event, really cool to do.
It was.
Crazy
You
Sam.
did a lovely job commentating. But for those of us at home who either don't know you personally,
Should be, but you have to be watching them.
or aren't familiar with your
as
work,
well.
Tell us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so Kabam Bitter, I have been playing the game since it launched when I was 15. And yeah, I started working at Kabam last year,
young.
and I work on the Encounters team, designing quest content, also work a bit on balance and champion design, and yeah, been here a year now. It's been pretty fun.
So in 1 year, you have quite the resume already, and you know, we were kind of talking about this a bit last week, really, but one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Kabam Bitter on is not just because of this quest. You know, I could have brought him on in the past for other quests in general, but I just think he's been doing such a bang-up job here at MCOC. I kind of want to give you the flowers that you deserve, my friend. So why don't you just tell the lovely
Trying to check, Crazy Sam.
7 million folks at home about all the fantastic work you've done. What have you worked on in this past year?
Yeah, so the first big thing that I worked on was the December side quest, the kind of like puzzle where you got to choose an attacker for a defender, use some interesting champions that they haven't used before, show off some of the cool things they could do. Then I worked on the squad builder buffs, those random rolls and the
I'm getting the drops.
action things that you got to do. And then kind of my favorite piece of content that I've worked on so far, I did the wrestling ring, which was pretty fun.
It's incredible.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Those slow-mo moments of the knockouts were, like, playtesting that, I spent a full day just like trying to find the coolest ones that I could find.
And Beta Ray Bill, right? That's the Beta Ray Bill with the big special
Bill
one?
or Thanos. Those are my two
Yeah,
favorites.
for sure, yeah. That's awesome. No, really great stuff. I mean, all of those were received very, very well, especially the wrestling ring, because it's just how innovative and fun was that. You know, we've been saying for a while, we kind of want to make side quests the place for fun in MCOC. We want to bring the fun back. We want to do all these innovative and incredible things, and this month is really no different. So we're going to be talking about all those things here, but before we do that, you also said that you dabble a bit in some balance and champion design. I do believe there is a champion that's currently available now that you recently worked on.
Yeah, so Kabam DLL was good enough to let me work with him on Black Tarantula. So since last November, we've been working on a full champ cycle, which has been a really cool experience. Yeah, been playing the game for a long time, fallen in love with a lot of different champions, and it's really special to have one that I've worked on now, and he's pretty fun.
Incredible. He's a lot of fun. I wasn't planning on picking up 7-star Black Tarantula, but I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was seeing so many people win him on the prize wheel, and I did not get that lucky, unfortunately. My RNG was not with me in Comic-Con, so I had to go the not fun route and use my Grandmaster's Grace on him, but he's great. I took him to rank 5. Phenomenal job to both you and Kabam DLL. If you're watching at home alongside the 10.3 million other people watching, thank you so much, by the way. And you guys did great, and I think Black Tarantula is a fantastic champion, and wonderful work.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been saving my units for him since last November when we decided to do it. So I had to go through like almost all 3 graces to get him A2, but managed to get the first appearance in in my last few.
Congratulations. It's always a very special thing, especially when you work on the champion. But speaking of work, let's talk a little bit about what's coming to this event. So let's take a look here at the slide deck for the Revenge of Legends event beginning on August 12th. So this year's Legend celebration, it's starting. It's coming up. It's coming up close. Now, we've done a lot of these. We did Rebirth. We did Reunion, I believe, was the one before that. Was it Reunion? I'm not even entirely sure, but it's something with an RE. But a lot of fun events here in August over the past couple of years. The last time we collaborated directly with a legend, it was Brutal DLX, who was the first one to complete Realm of Legends.
Yeah.
I believe Seaton was the first one to complete the Abyss of Legends, so there is a bit of a pattern there as we're seeing. So this year, there's a lot of stuff that you should expect and some surprises along the way. Of course, updated 7-hour crystals, which are always a very fun part of this event. We have Revenge of Legends Realm event and solo objectives to go through with 2 new quests that we will be talking about with Kabam Bitter. We also have the Revenge of Legends Battle Pass, Celebration Arenas, and, whoa, 6 new ascendable champions in the Revenge of Legends box. Oh, I can't wait to find out who those 6 champions are. That is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so the Revenge of Legends. So I can tell you all about this stuff, or we can talk with the guy who I brought on. Tell me a bit about this quest and what it is.
Yeah, so when I was first asked to do this project with Seaton, we started speaking, and he sent over a few ideas that he had, kind of 6 or 7. And I looked through them all, and I read the first one, and I just thought, don't need to read the rest. This is the idea we're doing. He suggested a reversed Realm of Legends where Winter Soldier is the boss, and he's bored of being beaten up by the summoners. He's tired of being a punching bag. He wants his revenge, and he's the boss. So it's a reverse Realm of Legends, starting with Hulk, ending with Winter Soldier. And yeah, it's pretty fun.
And now, one thing to note here is that this is not Realm of Legends 2. This is not a juiced up Realm of Legends, correct?
Yeah, this isn't just a big testing ground with no nodes and big health pools. This is a challenge piece of content similar to the kind of Crucible style stuff we've done in the past for the Reunion or Rebirth events. So there's bespoke nodes. We've built some pretty interesting encounters, I think. And they're gonna challenge you, they're gonna test you, you're gonna have to figure out how to fight them, how to unlock the way to do the big damage in order to take down the fight. But yeah, this isn't just Realm of Legends 2.0, this is its own thing.
I think that's great. So this is going to be kind of released weekly starting on August 12th. As you can see here, the art on these is just absolutely phenomenal. Once again, our team does not miss. What I love about this so much, by the way, is how it looks modern, but it also has that vintage Marvel Contest of Champions feel to it.
Yeah, I specifically requested that we pay tribute to the original artwork, and if you go and look in game, it's Black Bolt, Hulk, Scarlet Witch, and Wolverine. So we wanted to feature them pretty prominently here, and then we had to have our boy Bucky there as well.
Oh, of course. And I mean, look at this, by the way, as well. I mean, look at the map here. It literally is a copy of the Realm of Legends.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a quest map that was just this crazy? I love it. It's charming. It's all over the place. It is.
Looks like they kind of, yeah, they did reverse it.
But I love it. I love it so much. I really do.
I won't hear a bad word said about it. It's very nostalgic to me. It's a really cool piece of content. I remember it being in the game at the start, and it was literally beyond hope. Like back when getting a combo of 60 was just incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
So I love it. We had to use the original map. We had to use the original format, and yeah, it looks kind of weird with nodes there.
It does, right? It also looks weird backwards because we've seen it so many times. Talk to us a bit about just what Realm of Legends means to you and also Marvel Contest of Champions as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first real challenge in the game, right? Back when there was only like Act 3.
Yeah.
There was this piece of content that was just unassailable. It was impossible to do. Literally, there was nobody in the game that could defeat Wolverine. And it's a very nostalgic piece of content. I remember the first time that I beat it. I remember the first time that anyone beat it. Brutal DLX with that 3-star Electro.
Yeah.
Like, what a strat. But yeah, it's a very important piece of content for the game and myself. So to be able to work on something that means so much to me is just really, really cool. I know Seaton feels the same. It holds a very special place in both of our hearts. So it's a cool piece of content.
Of course. I'm super excited for that. And you know, you talked about how, you know, there are 11 bosses here, and they kind of like, you do a certain thing, and you build up to the big damage moment, right? And they're kind of like little mini bosses, but one of them is not so many. Is that correct?
That is a big health pool. Yeah,
Wow.
Winter Soldier is the final boss here, and he is a little bit different to the other fights. The other ones, a little bit more typical, like you've got to do a challenge in order to unlock the damage. This one is a full-on boss fight.
Full-on boss fight.
We've got some phases in there.
He's been the punching bag
Wow.
of the contest for so long.
Yeah, and as he said, he's had enough. He's not your punching bag anymore. So yeah, there'll be some cool things in there. I'm not going to tease too much. You're going to have to jump in there and give it a go.
That's
It'll be
exciting. I
interesting.
cannot wait for this. So this all begins on August 12th, but that's not the only quest that's coming to the contest in August. But before we talk about the next one, you're going to want to jump in here, of course, because if you do complete the gauntlet, you will get that pumpkin bomb for Stellar Forge Green Goblin, which you're definitely going to want to pick up. Lots of fun. There are some other rewards in here as well, but that's going to be a really exciting thing here. Really exciting thing. But talk to me a bit about the other quest that's coming, the Retribution of Legends, featuring the toughest defenders in the entire game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so this was the second idea that Seaton gave me, and I was just like, yep, we're doing this one as well. Didn't need to look at the rest. So he wanted us to be able to take on the toughest defenders in the game. Like, I'm sure we're all bored of Serpent getting to Special 3 or Enchantress reflecting her spells onto you. So I wanted to give people a way to kind of have the nodes in their favor, take in pretty much anyone they want. Like, your good counters are going to be great, and you should be able to take them with some silly options as well. Just wanted to give some fun against some of the toughest defenders.
That's great. So it's really about flipping the meta on its head here for Retribution of Legends, right? There's going to be attacker beneficial nodes. There's 5 threat levels to choose from. So hey, even if the top difficulty is too hard, right? Hey, just like any side quest, there's threat level 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this is also where the side quest rewards are going to live for this one.
Yeah, and with the cascading threat levels, like, we're going to be seeing slightly less difficult defenders on each one as we go down. So you won't be taking on Serpent in threat level 1.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's great. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, of course. So great tuning as well by Mr. Quest over here. Phenomenal job. That's why you make them. That's why you do it. That's why I play them. Love it. So talk to us a little bit about what it was like working with Seaton on both of these quests.
It was an honor. Like, it was really fun to work with him. He's a great guy and came with a lot of ideas. He might downplay how much he was involved in this.
Super hard worker as well, I would say.
Yeah.
Right?
Replied to my messages as soon as I sent them over. We had a lot of brainstorming together, jumping on Discord calls, speaking through all of the options, and, you know, every single fight would have been very different and probably worse if he wasn't involved. He came up with a lot of really good ideas. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff there, and we worked well as a team to get the fights into a place that we're both really proud of.
Love that. I really do love it a lot. And one
Hey,
final
Mandalorian.
thing about these quests here is talk to me about the different audiences for both of these quests, because there are 2, and they kind of are going to appeal to, I feel like, different audiences, I would say.
Yeah, so Revenge is the challenge piece. I think we're aiming that more at kind of Valiant and Elder players. There is some difficulty there, but it's not meant to be the most difficult Everest content in the game. So that's going to be weekly. You kind of take on 1, 2, and 3. You take on 3 or 4 encounters a week, and then there's going to be a final gauntlet. That's where you're going to be tested, and that's where Winter Soldier is.
And also, that is going to be permanent content. So hey, if you can't do it right now, and in the future you want to, that's going to live right next to Realm of Legends or wherever it ends up. But I do believe it will be next to Realm.
We're going to try and have them both next to each other.
Love that.
So yeah, Revenge is a little bit harder. Retribution of Legends is your typical side quest. Like, you go in, it's good fun, it's engagement. It's not meant to really challenge you, but yeah, we've got 4 weeks. Each of them are themed around a different kind of encounter, or kind of a different way to tip the scales in your favor. Week 4 is pretty stunning.
Oh, I like that. That might be a hint. Fantastic stuff. So huge thank you to Seaton, of course, for helping out Kabam Bitter on these quests. The dynamic duo, the 2 of you guys seem to work really well together. I've been loosely following along the way, and I'm really excited for this one. I can't wait for you guys to see that. But there's more to this event than just these 2 quests, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Let's start talking about what else we have going on that kind of ties into these 2. We also have the Realm event that's also launching on August 12th, of course, and you gain points by essentially engaging all across this event here. Complete fights in either quest, or if you can't really do that and you're at a lower progression level, you can also complete fights in Realm of Legends to complete points in this Realm event as well.
Okay.
If you fully explore the Retribution of Legends and the Revenge of Legends, those are the minimum requirements to hit the top milestone for all the rewards in this event, right? Pretty easy stuff. That being said, points are infinitely grindable by winning fights in either quest because this is a Realm event and there is a Bastion title that is CEO for the #1 ranked summoner. How about that?
Pretty cool title, huh?
Right? I think so too. And I do believe it says, right, acquired first in the event or just be Seaton.
Yeah, we had to give it to Seaton. we didn't want to make him grind out the whole event. That would be a bit rough.
Or we should. That'd be great, right? No, really fun stuff. This is going alongside that, which is very fun. But also, we got 6 new Ascendable champions coming out.
There we go.
6 new Ascendable champions coming to the contest here. We have
Hold up.
Guillotine 2099, Classic Spidey, Colossus,
Oh, it's classic.
Moondragon, Terrax, and Dragon Man. Colossus being one
Yeah.
very, very highly requested from Seaton himself.
Colossus, that's
because I believe
interesting.
He wanted to just throw a couple Colossus everyone's way across the contest here.
Yeah, he clearly wants to send Colossus the entire community's way.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's great. And I can't wait to see that happen. So this is a really interesting pool for Ascension, I would say. I would say we have 6 pretty solidly underrated champions across the board here. And I didn't even do it on purpose, but you can kind of see that as kind of the way they're lined up here. You have Moondragon, Spidey, Colossus, and Guillotine 2099. Super underrated attackers, honestly. And then you have like Terrax as a pretty nasty defender who's going to be really nice on defense with that Ascension.
Yeah.
And also Dragon Man kind of filling that dual threat role here. So I'm pretty excited for these 6 champions to make their way into the Ascension pool.
Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for OG Spidey. He's been on my channel a few times.
Oh, yeah.
That special 2 rips. And like in something like Towers where you can specifically put him against an opponent with a short animation, so your webbing doesn't fall off quite so much, I'm curious if he can take down some high SCRs.
Without a doubt, I think it's going to be really, really fun to see what happens with these champions. Dragon Man, I'm personally really excited for. I think he's so much fun to play. Guillotine 2099 is going to just rip through those high health pools, man. So any future Everest content, watch out. Watch out for that Guillotine. Let's talk about how you can get these 6 Ascendable champions. Well, the Revenge of Legends box features these 6 champions, and each pull grants 1 champion token and 1 class token. The box can be refreshed multiple times, and you can earn keys by engaging throughout the event. If you are an Paragon and above summoner, you can get all 6 of these champions completely for free at Ascension level 1 just by playing through the event. If you're Elder, you can get 9 free box keys. Additional box keys will be available through unit offers and the paid track of the Revenge of Legends Battle Pass, and also as a jackpot prize in the 7-hour crystal if you are hunting that Ascension level 2. But just by playing the event, 6 new Ascendable champions will be joining your roster. So make sure you jump in there, get into the Revenge of Legends, get some retribution, and bring home 6 new Ascendable champions, which is super fun. But that is only the first half of the event, right? Now listen, that is really the bigger part of the event. I don't want to oversell it here, but this is the fun part, really, because in part 2, that's where the 7-hour crystals start. Halfway through your retribution, phase 2 is going to begin, featuring the launch of the 7-hour crystals, launch of the special arenas with the arena solo events, and that's where the battle pass happens as well. So, the 7-hour crystal is essentially what you know and love here. It is an updated version of that rebirth crystal here, where it gives two materials, champions or materials, and then consumables. So there's also going to be a double up offer like we've had for the past few years. One thing about the double up offer is that it starts a timer 7 hours from when you obtain it, right? There's been some confusion over the past few years on if that's intended, if it's not. The way it's set up is it essentially starts a new crystal timer in game from when you get it. But yeah, so that is intended. That will be operating that way this year, just to get ahead of all of that this year. There's also going to be the Revenge of Legends arenas and a solo event for additional rewards. If you're an Elder Summoner, there's going to be Elder Selectors throughout this event. You can earn Empowered Crystals and Elder Saga Crystals as well. And my favorite part of this, honestly, is that there's also going to be those collector 2-star crystals with 2025 and 2026 champions in there, so you can build out that 2-star roster just a little bit more, which I think is just really, really fun. That's a really fun thing. I love that a lot. But then we got the Revenge of Legends Battle Pass launching on August 27th. You can get on the road to Revenge with this one, where the primary way to earn points is opening 7-hour crystals. Now, of course, the Battle Pass here has the free track and the paid track. I believe it's Legends for free and Revenge for paid. It might be swapped. Regardless, the way you earn points is the same way. 250 points per 7-hour crystal, 10 points for winning fights. So you can just kind of go through the event, open your 7-hour crystals, get all the way to the end, or you can grind it like a madman and get there quicker if you really want to. But either way, you're going to be earning a collection of rank-up materials and crystal shards with those box keys in both the free and paid tracks for Thronebreaker and above. Also, Elder Summoners will be getting an extra free key as well. So that is everything going on with the Revenge of Legends event. Mr. Bitter, do you have anything else you would like to say about this event before I let you go?
Yeah, just a word from Seaton himself. He's very proud of the event. He thinks there's a lot of innovative stuff there, really fun things to do, cool loops, and encourages you to kind of think outside the box with your champion choice. And then he said something about rig rays and clown fiestas and told me to have an absolutely fantastic day.
We'll be talking about it, Runty.
All right, well, got to say as well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us with Kabam Bitter to talk about all this event. Awesome job, man. Thank you so much, and huge thank you to Kabam Bitter for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you on. I'm sure I will twist his arm to get back onto the stream again sometime in the future because he did such a phenomenal job. But hey, this event is coming on soon. Let's go full screen for this one. This beautiful, beautiful art, if we can. Let's take a look at this. Could we get?
That actually looks kind of cool.
The face? There we go. That's not.
Look at Dragon Man.
There we go. Beautiful stuff here. This is a very nonchalant, natural transition for Kabam Bitter to walk off of the stream. That's all right, though. We're back now. There we go. Beautiful. Love it. So fantastic stuff. Thank you so much to Kabam Bitter for joining us today to talk about this event. Mega shout out to the CEO himself, Seaton Man of Legends, for collaborating with us on this event. Of course, go check out his channel. I do believe he's going to be posting a follow-up here. I do believe he's going to be posting a follow-up after the stream about this event, which is very, very exciting and very, very fun. So make sure you're watching Seaton to see what is going on here. But we have some more content to talk about here. If we're ready to go back to the slide deck, I believe we're having some technical difficulties over here. But that's all right. I think we're ready now. Are we ready for this? We're ready for this. Fantastic, because the epilogue is continuing. And this is launching on August 12th, which is actually the same day.
Wow.
The same day as the Revenge of Legends event. Epilogue Chapter 2 will be beginning. The Summoner's journey back and forth through time, it's continuing as they gather what they need to bring back Karina to the Contest of Champions. This time around, they'll face down a sinister Tony Stark and a fearsome Frank Castle, while joining with unlikely allies and timeline-displaced assistants. So, this one, I am told by my sources, is a bit tougher than Chapter 1. I have not tried it. But Broken Lines is coming on August 12th. Again, this is permanent story content available to Elder Summoners only at this time. This is going to be the same format as Chapter 1. We're doing one of these epilogue quests every single month until Karina is ownable in your roster. And of course, they will remain permanent for the future if you're not Elder right now. But this is pretty exciting stuff. You know, I did see some comments on the rewards for this quest, but keep in mind here, this is a different take on story quests in a way that we haven't done before. It's a lot more bite-sized, it's a lot quicker, and they're going to be released in much quicker succession. So in the time period where it would usually take to get like a full story quest here, we're going to be pretty much having 4 chapters of the epilogue here, which is really fun, with of course Karina driving the whole thing home. So August 12th, Chapter 2 is launching. Get ready for Chapter 3 because that is coming up as well the following month. But my friends, that is pretty much all of the content that is going live in the month of August. Revenge of Legends is really going to be driving this one because there's a lot of stuff going on with that one. I cannot wait to see what everybody thinks about the Revenge of Legends. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic time. Speaking of fantastic times, though, there are Mystery Orbs all over the contest in August, in the event quest, in the Mysterium store, in the Revenge of Legends event, in Battlegrounds Season 41, in Black Tarantula's Secret Stash, which is already ongoing now, in Alliance Quest Coliseum, sprinkled throughout the Saga Battle Pass, and Epilogue Part 2 solo objective. You want to get in there and complete that before the solo objective is removed. So that is very, very exciting. We also have that Green Goblin chase ongoing right now. It's kicking into high gear. It's coming to an end, very, very close. So you're going to want to get these things. One of them was already gone. That's the Saga Showcase objective. Hopefully you got that. But if you didn't do the EQ yet, jump into the EQ. I know a lot of people wait until that EQ is almost over. And then Apex Coliseum, that's going on right now. Revenge of Legends objective, and for September, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler right here. It is a Battlegrounds objective, not objective, milestone, but it is not completing the victory track this time. It's going to be much easier than it has been in the past. We're trying something else with this. However, this is not going to be next season, it's the following season. I would recommend you do not let your Battlegrounds position fall all the way down to 0. So jump into Battlegrounds over the next coming seasons. That way there is not a massive grind for you coming up in September. Just a little bit of a heads up there, a little bit of a teaser, and a little bit of a warning for you. So if you collect all items during Goblin's initial run, of course, you can get that first appearance Green Goblin, which is super fun. I cannot wait to start talking about this guy next month. That's going to be some really, really great stuff. Then we got this again. We got this beautiful photo that's one of my favorites, and we also have something to kind of go along with it. At the beginning, I said this isn't teasing anything. Well, I wasn't lying. It really wasn't teasing anything. It's not entirely connected whatsoever, but there is a new Spidey movie out right now. If you're a Marvel fan, which you probably are, if you're hanging out with the other 14.7 million people on the stream right now. Holy moly, guys. Wow, thank you for the support. But if you're one of those Marvel fans or Marvel Contest with Champions fans, you probably love Spider-Man. So we made a little cinematic here. Let's take a little bit of a look at this trailer that we made. Man, I was seeing that for the first time. Honestly, that was awesome. That was really, really, really cool. So, hey, Spider-Man, lots of great stuff in Spider-Man, lots of great Spidey villains, but we also have another guest here today just to chat for a little bit longer here to get the stream a little bit longer for those Twitch drops here. Not going to leave you hanging on those things, right? We got my buddy Kabam, Vincent, on the stream, who actually helped make this trailer.
Yeah,
right?
I got to help write that trailer. It's always interesting to like write stuff with no dialogue, because you wonder like how's it getting made and stuff, and just writing out each of those scenes and seeing that become like a larger piece of animation is always super entertaining, and watching the animators put their little twists and better versions of my ideas forward, it's really, really fun. So big props to the whole art team on that one.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that, some of the tricks and secrets. in there.
So I mean, obviously, when you're playing in a world as big as Spider-Man, and when we get to do an opportunity of having something like be super spider-centric, because we try to embrace the multiverse here in the we try to embrace the multiverse here, as you all should at home. Just imagine there's a different version of you doing way better things than you are right now. It's fun, but we try to embrace that. We try to have all the characters at once. But when we get to Spidey super focus, I am always on board for that. So I tried to pack this trailer with absolutely as many references as I could. You'll see a real span through a lot of modern movies there. We've got Strange, and he's up against like a certain selection of Spidey villains over there. I would be amiss if I did not make sure that we had our Cravens and our Morbius.
Of course.
And some Venoms in there. I want to make sure we get the whole expanded
Those
universe
three
ready.
specifically, why did you call those three out?
Well, I find that those films add an interesting architecture to the film of cinema. The film of cinema, I wasn't supposed to be a guest today. We're padding for time so you can get your drops. Make sure you refresh the page. But, but you know, I like, it was for the laughs. It was Morbin time. It was time.
Oh, you did it. You did it.
Yeah, we do it a third time. We were busy the first two.
Yeah.
We had to put all the references in there.
That's great.
But no, I was really excited for it. We had, you know, Peter's camera up there in the corner getting that big end shot for it.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely just like a thrill to make.
Oh, for sure. And I think it really did come out really nice. And, you know, speaking of kind of bouncing off what you said, we spent a lot of time at San Diego Comic-Con this past week, right? I hosted 4 tournaments while I was there. 4 Towers tournaments, which, by the way, competitive 1 versus 1 Towers, thrilling. Thrilling to see. Like really, really, really awesome stuff. I think there might be some links for that for future in-person tournaments. We'll have to see. You know, I'm going to be doing some thinking on that because that was really incredible. But in doing so, a lot of commentating had to happen across a lot of champions, right? And one thing I kept kind of calling out, of course, at Comic-Con, there are Marvel fans who have not played the game, who might be interested and all that kind of stuff. I kept calling out how many different versions of Spider-Man we have, right? And of course, Iron Man as well, all those champions from the multiverse. But specifically in Spider-Verse, there's such a rich history of Spider-Verse characters, right? And it's really on display in this trailer here, just how many there are and how they all do different things within the contest.
It's truly absurd, the variety of quality villains within the Spider-Man rogue thing. And this is just 2 nerds talking now. Enjoy this at home. But like, I think Batman and Spider-Man, Batman's this guy from this other universe. I've heard of it. I've heard it's a knockout universe. It's great. Yeah, he's a Batman. But like between those two, the pure quality of Rogue's Gallery can't be challenged. And that's why in our game alone we have several goblins. We've got Mysterio, which is several Mysterios, depending on which special you're throwing at the time.
Yeah.
But like, it's just the heart and core of what a lot of people think of when you think of like a supervillain. I myself, giant Green Goblin fan. I'm something of a Green Goblin fan myself, I should say. But like, it's just everything for everyone there. No matter what you want a tech villain, you want a superpowered villain, you want they're there for you. And so to be able to display that out of the 350 playable characters in our game available for download now on mobile and PC, you should check those out. It's just absolutely astonishing. I've practiced that line before.
Nice,
Thank you.
No, that's great, and I completely agree, and that's kind of what I was thinking, right?
Yeah, and yeah, so we're gonna do this, and I think there is a spider we're missing still, and where they are might be a mystery to some. But like,
I'm on the case to figure out what's going on.
You know,
with that.
hats off to whoever can figure that out. We can't cage this character in particular. I'm sure they will come eventually. So just everyone at home, wait for that, and be sure you can see that. And yeah, just really get ready.
Awesome stuff. I love that. Well, listen, I think we padded quite
enough.
a bit here.
I tried to give you a 15-minute window for the Twitch drops there, and if you didn't start at the start, you didn't get them. I'm sorry, but we do have giveaways.
That's right, we do have giveaways, and I think we should be good to go on the giveaways. Am I right? I think we're good. Let's see it. All right. So, hey, the giveaway winners here. We love our giveaways. Make sure you enter because honestly, I love giving away free stuff. It's one of my favorite parts of Comic-Con and live events is when we spin the wheel, when there's prizes, all that great stuff, right? So, hey, the champion crystal is going to be a greater empowered crystal if you're a Thronebreaker and above, and the champion choice is between Agatha and Spider-Man symbiote. So, for the champion crystal today,
hey, you died again?
Congratulations to Can't Think of One, 3123, which is probably about his name, which is very funny. Silver Meep 1, Sector 49, Gooders 71, and a Ton Stranger. Congratulations on your greater empowered crystal. That's incredible. Let me know who you get in that crystal. And for the champion choice, Barkney 56, J Fabian 331, Holocene MCOC, Mrs. Vendemeyer, and Pyrost Witchy. Congratulations. Awesome stuff.
That's great stuff.
We love our winners. Make sure you enter next time if you did not enter this time because somebody has to win. 10 people have to win, and why not you? It could be you. It absolutely could be you.
It's never
so
me.
Make sure you enter because we love to give stuff away and have some fun here on the Marvel Contest of Champions official stream.
Is the #1 thing we've had today.
I think so too.
As a family.
As an MCOC family. I'm going to make that a thing. MCOC family. I'm going to start every announcement with, hello fam. All right, that's it. That's it. We're done. We're done today.
I forgot I was on camera. Did
We're
you want
done.
a bigger response? Run
No.
it again. Run it again.
We're done.
Run it again.
All
Try
right,
the fan
that's
again.
it.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching the official Marvel Contest of Champions stream. It's always a pleasure being with you here today and every other day that we do this. We have a very exciting month coming up. The Revenge of Legends is going to be fantastic. Huge shout out, by the way, to James running that rig over there. Finton is on vacation, but man, the two of them just do fantastic stuff. Really incredible stuff the two of them do. We could not run these streams without them, and I always love to give credit to everybody who needs that credit for being a part of everything that we do here. Huge shout out to Kabam Vincent for jumping on to pad some time, and of course Kabam Bitter for coming on the stream for the first time. We're having an exciting month. I can't wait to see what you think of it. Thank you for joining us, and fam, we'll see you in the Battle Realm.
Right. Well, lots to talk about. We will let people join us a little bit. I will fire up the game. And we can talk about it. Miss half the stream. What did I miss? Drops. That's what you'll miss. Fail. Oh, it's Billy. A load of poop. Hey, I like some of the stuff I was seeing. Let me do something real quick here. Do I have this working? Okay. See. Gotta do something real quick. Make sure it's before we get started. Big J, what up? Slick, how you doing? All right. Schedule this. Yep.
Why are you guys so obsessed with me?
Hey. Majanga. What's up, ma'am? Good. All right. Hopefully that'll work. Happy Friday, waffles, 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 waffles. Oh man. Still think the Spidey be mutant. These guys have been being mean to you. Who was mean to you? Time to come out of retirement. MCC about to be lit for the next 5 months or so. It looks very interesting. I was afraid that when they started talking about new artwork for Symbiote Spidey, I somehow got it into my head that they would change the suit out. Hold on, let me make sure I'm I get all the rewards is a question. I believe so. But one is 25 minutes ago. So I think I got all of them. Slick, you didn't get them. I'm looking to see how many drops were there. Because I was there from the start. Let me see, last 24 hours. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, let me go. Because it's showing me like I was looking at like all my notifications and I can't do it that way because there's other ones. All right, so I see there was 5. Okay. For some reason I thought there were 6. But yeah, okay, so I got all 5. There was a energy refill. Looks like a rebirth crystal, 7 stars, something. The observance. But I also see some market coins bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? All right. Let me go back to my channel so I'm earning some stuff. All right, so 2 revives, 5 energy. Got those. Rebirth crystal, 3 of those. Twitch hero, crystal selector. Okay, we'll get a 7-star Nexus. Got the observer. Ascension selector. Oh. So empowered. Wait, there's 2 of them. Okay. Get that Nexus. 2 empowered grace crystals. Squad is still waiting. All right. And we got this again. We're going to knock that out. see. All right. That's not reset yet. There you go. Clash. Daily. Okay. Double check. Moving now. All right. I think we've won this this war here. He's coming in to get that one. But we got under 10 for our battle group. So not bad. Not bad at all. Much better than it has been in the past. And overall, we've done pretty good. So we should have this one. Just got to make sure we knock that boss out. And he said he's coming in now. Go ahead and get my dailies done. Okay. Check if it has MCOC drops coming as well. Battleground chase rewards and Battleground is so wrong. Yeah, but hey, what's up? Get better at MCOC. Stang Bang, how you doing? But I did notice that they said they're going to be doing something different. So we don't know what that is. They haven't told, well, if they have told CCP, I don't know it yet because I didn't look. But instead of having to complete the victory track, which was really annoying and bad, he's hinting that there'll be something else, but you won't want to let your position go too far. So I guess it's going to be position related somehow, or maybe you get more points for fights in something. I don't know. But does it seem like your fights are in fast forward? Oh, Triple G. Really? Go look at your platinum pool. Go check out his kit. You don't see people doing that too often. But it's actually built into his kit from the start. Yeah, you've been retired. Platinum pool. Look at his kit. It actually says it. Points and milestones, I thought it'd be. It might be. But at least you won't have to grind all the way, you know, up. And see, I know they've done this before, and I wouldn't have a problem if you earn points. You remember what they did before, where you earn points for winning matches, but also completing matches. And they didn't have to be in the ranked one. So you could do a friendly and what have you. They might do it that way. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I still remember it was funny. We went both me and KT1 obviously waited till the last bit on that other one, and we matched up, and we each needed the opposite. He needed more wins. I had already had all my wins. I needed more completions. So it was a match made in heaven. We got in there, and it was obvious. I was just putting, I think I had 2 stars or 3 stars in there or something like that. And so we would just boom, 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 get it done quick, quick, quick. But yeah, so we'll see. Oh, I see. Auto fight is in fast forward because he's bored. Yep. It actually says fast forward. Blackpool doing for years. I did this when I streamed and folks reported me for cheating. Day 1, I was revive farming Act 3. Well, yeah, a lot of people didn't know he did that. But yeah, it's in his kit. And I ranked him up just so I could have an easy time during the auto fighting. The next goblin piece, I think, what did they say? It was, oh man. They did, there's another goblin piece coming that's going to be BG related, but they haven't announced that one, but it's going to be Battlegrounds related. But it's not going to be complete victory track and get to, you know, Gladiator Circuit or anything like that. But the next piece, I'm trying to remember what they said.
Are you guys so obsessed?
But was it in Towers? No, it was the I think in the new content or the Retribution or the Revenge, or possibly the in the side quest. I don't remember. Kim. Oh, whoa, what's that name? Hold up. Hold on, let me restart this real quick. Make sure we got names going there. Kim Jervy Beleaguer? I probably really messed that name up. But Kim, what's up? How you doing? Been a while, I think, more than 1 year since I played MCOC and watched your streams, and I'm still here. 8 out of 12 in Seaton's Revenge. Oh, that's the next piece. Was a bug at the start of it that every champ with him went fast. Oh, wow. See, I wasn't even using him back then. I don't think I had him. Use Gwenpool. The noise was, oh, I bet. You just be getting all that squeaking. One more question. Did you get Tarantula? I did not. I don't have him yet. He looks interesting though. I do want him. Agatha also looks pretty cool. Definitely want her. For some reason, Agatha reminds me of Claire. From afar, I've been hearing he's very OP. Yeah, even when I saw his hit or you know, his deep dive whatever teaser, I was like, oh, I want him. But yeah, he looks very, very nice. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty's in the building. All is right with the world. Did you catch any of the live stream? Will Tarantula be in the next Titan? I don't know. Oh, your wife is at an appointment. Okay. My appointment is Monday. So chances are, after today's stream, you probably won't see me until Tuesday. And I'm on that diet. Been on that diet. And then on Sunday, woo, Tarantula will be in the next Titan. Okay. This is Billy as well. Looks like drops are running. Okay. There you go. So drops are on. On and popping. It's popping. It's popping. What you know about me? 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 But yeah, so it looks like there's some interesting stuff coming. And I can't wait. Dive right on in. The next Titan is going to be super lit with Agatha, Cosmic Spidey, and Tarantula. Looks like it, man. I still don't have Madeline. And you see how they drag me with Heimdall. I didn't get Heimdall at all during his initial pool. I had to wait until the next pool and then finally got him. So maybe I should just wait. You know, I'm running Legends day 1. Rank 4A1. Yep. You died again already. Steven Fire, what's up, man? Looks like I'm saving. That symbiote Spidey looks pretty cool. I like him. I like him. I'm probably going to take my 6-star up now. Just for fun. I want him, and yeah, I'm definitely hopping into Legends ASAP. Yep, I'm gonna be doing it. Now I can sit back and let my dinner rest. My belly is hurting. Think I'm having triplets. Oh man, after mashed potatoes. But it was good, wasn't it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Are you guys so obsessed with me?
Carl Hart or Carl Howe. What's up, mate? Should be Agatha, Spidey, Black Tarantula, Hobgoblin, Shatterstar, and Phyla. Yeah, I might have to wait. Cable is probably going to be a track champ or something else. He won't be in the next Titan. As soon as I saw that his degens were going to stack, I was like, that's what made him so awesome with the Apocalypse synergy. And sure enough, they said they were changing the synergy up to reduce purification, which is going to be interesting. That is definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm not excited about Hobgoblin, which means that's probably who they're going to give me 4 or 5 times. You know. They know. They know. Black Tarantula, Spidey is probably going to be the best ones to get. And probably Madeline, since I still don't have her. But that's another reason I want to do the event quest soon as possible, because then I'll get all the Titan shards and everything. And When is the next Titan pool anyway? Yeah, we can't wait for you to get back, Triple G. Goblin probably not in it, but Bong will be. And you already know. Bong! Titan Change, 38 days right before the September champs come out. In that case, I ain't waiting. That's too long. We'll keep hunting for Madeline. And then we'll be able to get more Titan shards from the event quest closer to it. But yeah, we ain't waiting. Trying to get that Madeline. You're gonna rank 5 Maddie to think you'll wait. Yeah, man, if I get her, she's definitely a rank 4 candidate, and I'm very close to my next rank 5. Did they announce rewards for the Legends thing? Rewards. I think if you're rank 1, you're gonna get like a Bastion title. I saw that. You dropped 70 to 70 in towers. Oh, you didn't drop 70, you dropped 270. Need to get a better skill champ, Atuma, and Black Panther Civil War can't punch up on Angela. Man. All right. Oh. He used Jabari to take down the boss. All right. We had a Photon boss, and he brought in Jabari and finished with 87% health. Okay. I wonder if Okoye could have done that. Could Okoye have done that too? But yeah, he tore it up. So yeah, we I think we got this one. I believe that was a solo. So he's surprisingly good against Photon. Yeah, apparently. That Angela is 295. Woo! Challenger rating. You get hit one time, it's over. Yeah. I ain't up there yet. And don't know when I'll be up there. But for now, I'm just chilling. The hint, the hint on the Legends, I think folks were crying to Kabam about folks with Legend titles from poker. Oh, yeah. So they came up with probably something new or different. We'll see. Hey, finally. All right. Rank 6, A3. Woo! Yeah. Definitely need to have a stronger roster before I can even get there. But yeah, so it looks like some interesting stuff is coming. I'm definitely looking forward to those the revenge. I had to laugh because poor Winter Soldier. Oh man, he's been our punching bag for a long time now. So I ain't mad if he gets his revenge. Man, that just sounds funny to me because he's been such he's like our punching bag. We get in there, test out some stuff, just whop, beat him up. And finally he's like, enough! I've had enough. Ready to go. All right. Let's see. Funny how he went from practically insurmountable for a few months to the biggest puncher back. I know, right? I think some of it came from the fact that he was the first one there. So people could really practice on him without having to go too far. If you were able to go in and fight any of the champions that you wanted to, just right from the start, I think we would have seen something a little bit different. You know, personally, I would have loved to have tested it out against Wolverine. But I don't always want to go fight all the way up to him to get that fight done, you know? So I think a lot of it has to do with his easy accessibility. MCOC Owl, what's the 77 million Winter Soldier he fights? Yeah, I think that's the CCP beta. On the server, you can do that. Agreed that Wolverine was the biggest roster tester when everyone did their first runs. Exactly. You had to have a champion that could out damage that regen or stop that regen or at least hinder the regen so you could out damage it. Something. Took 20 minutes. I won't get back looking for him. Yeah, so if you could just jump in there, I think a lot more people would have chosen someone other than Winter Soldier. Wolvie counter took me over 2,000 hits with a 3-star Star-Lord. Yeah. My first time, I was fortunate and I had a 5-star oh boy. Guillotine. Man. I had a 5-star guillotine. I think she was 5-star rank 1. Not even awakened or anything. And I actually took him down first time I fought him. Got lucky. You think rank 5 A1 Thor can take her? Ooh. Acadia, what's up? Yeah, that's a you died again's you died again question. I remember like it was yesterday. All right. See here. One did I just do? All right, so we're done there. Let's see. Solo Ray, Mutant Mystic Science. I'll wait. All right, and let's keep going here with yeah. Let's do some arena. As you can see, I did little bit of something over here. Little something over here. Finished that one and ain't touched this one yet. And we're gonna just keep on padding this one. See. Sure, everything is looking good over here. Ooh, LM Gold Cup. Hold up. They had a code in here. Gotta run and get it. Where is it? It's always disappearing on me. Is it? They always do that. Can I do this day? Can I do it ever again? It was an ILAC challenge years back. 57 hits was my record. Oh, I do remember that actually. See here. I have to find it in a different way. Why do they do that? I don't know. You see. Not there. Always got to find it a harder way. I don't know why. Sometimes they have it nice and accessible. Sometimes they just have it. What y'all just do? You see. Gold Cup. Where is it? Ah, man. What's the code? Share with the class. It's a different game. And unlike the code where you know where to put it, it's always there. This one, it's sometimes there. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it's a different place. LM Gold Cup, LM. Where are they putting these in? Somebody is I guess he's looking and he's sharing the code with us in this game here. But I don't see it where it normally is. Let me see. Let me because it has a permanent home that I never use. And then when it's not in like the easy access, like it's like a quick access. It's like a quick access place there. Hold on. I'm gonna try to restart the game because they may have added it later. About to turn on some Bob Marley and get this yard work done. All right, Triple G. Bob Marley said, work it out. He did it. Announcements. Oh, still don't see it. All right, hold on. Try to find it because the thing is, hey, the stone, what's up, man? If I don't get it in time, it can be used up. So I want to get it before it's fully redeemed because people will be jumping on it real quick. Let me see. I can never remember where it actually lives because I always go to it through the quick access. Let's see, email. I'm gonna try the AI assistant little help thing and see if I can get to it that way. Want any of the popular issues? Wow, that AI sucks. This is AI assistant. Let me know your question. And yet, hold on, guys. Okay, they were just confirming my appointment Monday. This AI assistant apparently only wants to let me do set ones instead of typing in a question. And I'm looking here, I'm like, none of these is what I want. They don't help me at all. So what? What am I supposed to do? It gives me a limited list of things, and I'm like, really? All right. Anyway, hold on. I'll get better answers from them. Oh. Hold up. I guess they're doing it not in the game, but in a different one. So hold on. He wants my IGG number. Send it to him. That. Let me send him a mail. I think I gotta find him first. Whoops. And oh. All right. He's gonna do that for me. I think the reason it's not there is because that's not the way they're doing it this time. Okay. Not too much this end. Still slowly making progress through Act 9 on 925 now. Him and Kevin, what? Domino's 3 matches in a row. Billy, you're on a Doom Emperor. There was a seagull knocking at my door today. What? They're chatting. I went away. He knocked again. Really? Okay. Let me get started here. Switch that up there. Switch that up there. Post in chat, drops are enabled. If you don't see them, refresh. Had to do on my baby account. Yo! Whoopsie! I let him get all them bleeds on me. That was my fault. Dang! Yeah, too much. I let him do that to me. That was my bad. Come on, brother. Get you with that head. Go, Bong. It's your birthday. Huh. Now let's get her down and we should be good. Oh, hate when she does that. She does it right when it goes to reverse controls. He does a heavy. And I'm like, wait, which way do I go? All right. Keep going here. Keep on moving. Don't stop like the hands of time. All right. You know what? Let's do... Let's do that. That should be good. Go, Lizard. It's your birthday. Oh, I forgot to turn back on the music. Let the music play. There we go. Yeah, much better, much better. Oh, what was that? How many times you gonna be hitting me? What kind of combo you got? Catch all this heat. Get down. Spider Woman. But yeah, Slick, I'm glad you mentioned it. Woo. Yeah, buddy. Hit him with it. Ooh, yeah. Got something for you, Serpent. Oh, it's from their website. I got it. That's why I couldn't find it. Get him with it.
Chapter 1, the story of my life. The story of my life. Don't tell me
A 7-star Yelena got ranked up today. She's good.
Don't tell me that. I don't wanna hear it, no, no. I can't handle another heartbreak. No, no. I can't handle another heartbreak. Oh.
Man, Doctor Strange is just a beast.
Are you guys so obsessed with me?
Getting lost in all my thoughts. Is it wrong to feel this way? So confusing, the story of my life.
The shoe.
Al Pacino just redeemed Hydrate.
The story of my life.
Thank you for following me, man. Trying to do so many things at once. All right, hold on. Let me see.
Don't tell me that.
Oh,
Hear it, no, no. I can't handle another heartbreak. No,
hmm.
no. I can't handle another
Get the login code in the game. All right. Didn't copy it. That. IGD. Log in. Trying to get this done quickie. All right. The code. They're doing quite a bit this time. And I gotta. Okay. Right. Just redeem 2 of the codes. The other codes he got. Okay, make sure I got all the codes. Oh wait, ah, promo code Gold Cup. And what's this one? GGWC. All those too. There's free stuff. And Whoops. All right. Yeah, the it's called the Exchange Center thingy, and I don't always see it. I forgot Web Store is a free grab today, and I got to get it because I don't think I got it since it reset. All right. But yeah, so there's this thing in Lars Mobile that is called the Exchange Code Center, and when they give you free codes, just like on the Summoner Market, you put in a code when it's active, and you get free stuff in game. But sometimes I don't see the Exchange Center. It's weird. Is my stream freezing? Try to refresh. I'm looking at my statistics here. Everything looks good. But yeah, so they released some codes, and one of the guys posted it up. So I went to go enter the code, but the Exchange Center wasn't listed anywhere. Now, there is a place to get to it through the settings, and I can never remember where that is. And I couldn't find it. But there's another way. You can go to their website and log in. They'll send you a code to verify, and you can get it that way. And that's what I did. Instead of getting it in game, I just went to the website and got it. Free 5 Valiant Crystals every time Kabam stream. I get muddled. Have entered their competition on stream. Sends us everywhere. Yeah, let me do that now that I'm thinking about it. And looks like I am getting drops. So the drops are active and are working. Go to my summoner market. And they did say that jumping back up to the top is a bug. That is not intended. So very annoying for now. But we at least have hope that it will be fixed, since it's not something they meant to do. Woo! I'm good with that. All right. Another serpent, but this one's not awakened, so not quite as bad. Ha! How you feeling about yourself now? But yeah, so I can't wait for some of the champs that I see coming, you know? Definitely want me some Agatha. He looked fun. Woo! My boy Blade. And I noticed when I was listening to them talk about I think Teleforge Green Goblin, that intercepts, he mentioned intercepts at first, right? And I'm like, oh, that's not a good idea. With the AI acting like it is now, that ain't a good idea. But then I saw that, I think was it Agatha or, I think it was Agatha or Green Goblin, one of them. You also punish specials. I think it was Agatha. You also punish specials to gain the, what is it, the amplify? Because if it was just intercepts, I'd have been like, no. Not good. But yeah, as far as just what I've seen so far, yeah. I'll check her out. Yes, sir. Him with it. I gotta learn how to use Spot better. Here's a question or a search for advice. Be a good vid. How to or do in game. Say best formula to keep ahead in the game. Like when to do arena, when to tackle content. That's gonna be different for everybody though. I don't think there's a one size fits all for that. Because you definitely don't want to boil the game down that way, because it won't be fun. But like, for example, arena, I would say you always want to do arena, as you see me doing it. I basically do everything. Tell us a story when you were in school. High school or college? All these little side quests are tests in game. Saga Tower, the hitbox, best fast fight, 1 minute.
Thank you, my love, for all the days, for every smile.
All right, let's finish him up. You haven't done a storytime video in forever. Let me think about a good one there. Very hard to land heavy unless you have them in the corner. Or you can parry them. Hit her with it. Intercept a little in your side, then intercept through the middle to their side. Prince Zazo, what's up, mate? How you doing? Let me see. Posture check? Yeah, I hear.
Slick_Al Pacino just redeemed.
Actually, let me sit up properly. That's a little bit better. I'm still thinking, Runty. See, because I've told so many of those stories already. I'm trying to think of one that I haven't told you guys. Happy Friday to you as well, Prince Zazo. It's changed. MSD is the ghost screen timer player, and Dave and Mike try to beat his moves, then it's in game. Folks have to learn again. I already told you how I met this one girl at a club. But I could tell it again. So, just to be real, I'm coming from New York, okay? I grew up with Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, you know, from India, But there weren't a lot of white folks there. Okay. So when I moved out to Michigan, it was a culture shock. Yep, I knew we were gonna win. And I used to go out to the clubs with my boys, and we always watched out for each other because prejudice was still and still is a thing out there. In fact, when I had gone out there to school, it hadn't been that long since the last incident where a black guy was just driving through, and the police station was right in front of the one traffic light. He stopped at the traffic light. You know, it was red. He stopped, and right in front of the police station, they dragged him out of his car and beat him. So that's the environment that I was in. Now, I say that to say that we had to be cautious of that kind of thing, knowing that a lot of folks out there were prejudiced. So when I went to the club, I was not about to step to any white girl. No matter how pretty she was, I was like, because I didn't want to get lynched. Know what I mean? So as I was out there for a little while, you know, and I went to the club and people got to know me and everything, you know, I would dance if they wanted to dance. I didn't mind all that, you know. We're on the dance floor. You want to dance? Let's go, you know. So this one day, what I asked my friend, one friend, because he was there to pick up girls. All right. Dancing was the way to pick up girls. Okay. For me, dancing was the fun. Okay. For them, dancing was just the way to meet them and pick them up. Okay. And so what would often happen when, you know, a regular song, fast song, whatever was on, I would get out there and I'd be dancing, and I didn't mind dancing with whoever. Didn't matter, right? But they usually had to approach me. I wasn't gonna go and ask them to dance or anything when a slow song came on. But if it was a fast song or whatever, and we're just out there, you know, I was one of those folks that was just dancing and having fun with everybody. Okay? So everybody knew me that way. I wasn't trying to, you know, do anything, and they knew this after a while, you know? So you had some girls, you know, their boyfriends didn't care because they knew I wasn't trying to get their girl, you know? They'd be more worried about their girl trying to get me. That was more of a issue. But anyway, so fast songs, I was out there dancing, having fun. You know, if I saw a girl, she was dancing by herself, you know, I come over and, you know, start dancing. And if she was, you know, with it, you know, she'd dance with me. If she wasn't, I'd be like, okay, move on to another one. No problem, you know. But when a slow song would come on, I went and sat my butt down. Okay. And my friends, they would all, you know, be out there dancing, and then all of a sudden I'd be by myself off to the side like a wallflower, you know? So I asked my friend, I was like, all right, I saw that he was tired, you know? He had been dancing, he was tired, and he was like, I'm just gonna rest over here with you. And I was like, all right, cool. I said, don't leave me over here when the slow song come on, you know? And he was just like, all right, you know, I got you. You know, I'm gonna stay here. I was like, all right. These two girls came over, Tanya and Tasha. Tasha was the younger. Tanya was the older. My boy was over there resting like he promised me. Tanya said, hey, you want to dance? I want y'all to know that my boy, the one that promised me he wasn't gonna leave me, did not even hesitate and never looked at me and was like, sure. And they walked off hand in hand to go dance on the dance floor. And I was staring daggers at him, and he did not look at me. He was like, yeah, let's go, and just walked out there. Now, technically, he did not leave me by myself because they left Tasha there. Now, I want y'all to understand, they didn't introduce me. They didn't introduce her. Tanya was her sister, her older sister. And they just left her there with me. Didn't introduce me, didn't tell me a name, did nothing. And I'm glaring at him like crazy. And I'm like, I don't believe he did that. So I see her over there, and she is adorable. All right. She is too cute. And by the way, they're both white. That's why I said what I said earlier. And she's standing there fidgeting. I kid you not, she's fidgeting. Now, another thing about the club we were in, this club, they would sometimes have their liquor license, sometimes they wouldn't. When they lost their liquor license, they had to close at 10, but they let folks that were under 18 come to the club. That could be a problem, especially if you were the type of person that was going there to pick up girls. So you didn't know if they were 18 or not, you know? So I see her over there fidgeting, right? And I'm like, I don't believe they set me up like this, right? So I you know, say hello, you know, how you doing? And I told her my name, asked her name and everything. And I was like, would you like to dance? And she was like, you know, yeah. So I grab her by the hand and we go out, and we always dance in a group because we want to be able to watch each other's back in case something jumps off. Okay. So I go out there with them, still glaring at my friend who's out there now dancing, slow dancing, and they have a grin on their face because they set me up. Because this is the first time I have actually gone and asked a girl to go dance. Unless she was at my school, I didn't ask a girl to dance, okay? And so they're just having themselves a ball, laughing at me like, yeah, welcome, you know, all this stuff, right? So we're all dancing, and I remember the song because it became our song, and it was New Edition, Can You Stand the Rain? And we all sang it, you know, we all could sing, and we all were singing. Basically, they got a nice little serenade while they were slow dancing with us, right? And so we're dancing, and then when the song went off, there was another slow song, and we started singing that one too. And then I was, you know, asking her, you know, some pertinent questions. Now, I asked her, you know, well, I asked her this after she asked me. She asked me how old I was. Okay? I said, I'm 18. She said, oh. Now, I'm thinking, oh, Lord, why did she say it like that? And I'm thinking, you know, they let them in young. I'm like, is she like 15, 14, something like that? I don't know. Okay, just met her. And I'm just like, oh boy, this ain't good, right? And so I said, so, you know, kind of scary. I said, so, how old are you? Now, what I thought I heard her say was that she was going to turn 16 in a month. That's what I thought I heard. Now, later on, my friends explained why they started laughing at that moment. Because they didn't know why my face looked like it looked. They thought she had stepped on my foot. So you can imagine what my face looked like. Okay? But they thought she had stepped on my foot, and that's why I made that face. So they were laughing. I'm sitting there like, I can't wait till this song is over. Get rid of this little girl. You know? Because I had a rule. You had to be on my side of 18. Had to be on my side of 18. So if I was 18, you needed to be 18 too. If I was 19, you needed to be 18. Fit 18. Now, if I was 17, that'd be different. But I was 18. So we finished, you know, our slow dance and everything. And I thought that was the end of it, right? And I worked in the computer lab. And one of my boys came over. Now, remember that we don't have cell phones. We don't have all the nice ways that we could just, you know, communicate with folks. So she had to get her sister to talk to one of my friends to contact me. Because we didn't exchange numbers. I was like, man, I ain't giving her my number. Is she 15? I was like, no. She ain't getting my number. So my friend comes into the computer lab. And he's like, yo, you know, I was like, you remember that girl that you met the other day at the club? And I was like, yeah. And now I need y'all to understand, my boy is built. He is a second, third degree black belt. He is on a champion team of, I think it was the 4-man high in gymnastics, 4 or 3-man high, I forget. I think it's the 4-man high in gymnastics. He works out. I mean, he is buff, all right? And he started singing. What he sang, you may ask? He started singing, she likes you, she really likes you, she wants your number, she wants your number. And I'm like, what? And see, I happen to know my friends don't have the same morals that I do. I knew this. So they would do things with folks that they shouldn't be doing and be surprised. Wait, what? You wouldn't? What? You know? So I told him, I was like, that girl is like 15. And he was like, what? He was like, no, she's not. And I was like, that's what she told me. He was like, no, she's about to turn 18. You know, her birthday is coming up. Because he knew the sister. And I was like, oh, so what she had told me was she was going to be turning 18 in a month. I was like, oh, well, that's different then. So I gave him my number, gave it to her. We started talking on the phone and all that good stuff. And anytime I went to that particular club, we would dance to the slow songs. She always had the slow songs. Now, the reason she always had the slow songs is because she didn't want to dance to the other songs. She only wanted to dance to the slow songs. I always tried to get her to come out and dance. And she was like, no, you go ahead and dance with whoever. Just when the slow song comes on, I'll dance with you. I said, okay, you know, if that's what she wants to do. So that's what we pretty much did. That was kind of our dating. Okay. You know, it was sort of a club dating. We saw each other a few times outside of the club. She was clearly more innocent than I was used to girls being at that age. Apparently she hadn't really kissed anybody, you know? And so one time, her sister, who owned a car, and that's how they would get there, her sister let us have a little time together. And then she was like, I'll come and pick her up at this gas station that we knew where it was, okay? And so we were in my car, me, her, and my boy. Now think about this. Think of how these days, that'd be a recipe for danger, wouldn't it? You letting your sister go with 2 guys in a car by herself. But she was safe. There was no way I was letting nothing happen to her, like nothing like that. All right, but anyway, still, you know, it could have been different. But anyway, so we were in the back, And I remember my tape deck. Yeah, see, my tape deck was broke. So my friend had his boom box in there, and we were playing some Keith Sweat. Now, he was driving my car, and I was sitting in the back with her. She was sitting on my lap, you know, and we were, you know, having a little fun. And I was trying to get a kiss, right? And so, so what happened? Now, I want you guys, and I know I've told this story before, but some of you may not have heard it. I want you to picture this. My friend is in the front, driving, okay? Got the boombox on, and she is sitting, we're sitting on the back seat, horizontal on the back seat, okay? And so I'm asking her, you know, for a kiss, and she's like, oh, you know, she was like, you know, a little, you know, shy, scared about all of that. And Keith Sweat song, you may be young, but you're ready. And when that song came on, and the words came on, and it was just so perfectly appropriate, we started cracking up, right? Now, here's what she did. I want y'all to see this. So here's what my friend saw. She's sitting on my lap, on my lap, right? Like off to the side on my leg. And she's laughing, and she laughs and goes down like this. And she's laughing with her head down for a little bit, right? And then she comes up. And then we continue the conversation, and she was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Now, my friend, he almost had an accident. And he was actually worried that what he did might have got me hurt, because he thought she was doing something that she wasn't doing. And he thought that, you know, well, let's just say he was worried that what he did with the car could have caused me some injury. Okay? And I was trying not to laugh because I knew what he was thinking, because I knew what it looked like. She didn't. I don't think we ever told her. But yeah, that was funny. All right. So I was like, you know, I told her, I was like, look, I said, all you got to do is don't move, because every time I went to go kiss her, and I didn't want to startle her or scare her, so I'd try to go slow, and every time I would go to kiss her, she would let me get really close, and then she would like, okay, no, I can't, right? And so I'm just like, okay, you know. I was like, we don't have to if you really don't want to. But she was like, no, she wanted to, but she was too scared. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll keep working with you, you know, if that's what you want. And so all of that went down, and eventually time was up. We went to the gas station and met up with her sister, And when she got out, she was like, I hope you don't laugh at me, you know? And I was like, no, you know? Because I'm holding it in, because I know I'm laughing not at her, I'm laughing at what my friend thought he saw, right? So, we get out, and before she goes to her sister, she kisses me. So I'm like, okay. She got her kiss. I got my kiss. And then after they drove away, we drove almost on the way back, you know, to his dorm and my house. And we pulled over to the side and laughed our butts off. And I explained to him that what he saw, what he thought he saw, wasn't what he saw. And I explained what happened, you know. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. I said, I was trying not to laugh because I knew what you saw and what you thought happened, you know? So that was interesting. That was an experience. Another experience that we had was at the club, same club, and I told you that she didn't want to dance to any of the fast songs, only the slow songs. And so I didn't dance with anybody else but her on the slow songs. Okay, that was our arrangement. So this one night, I'm out there and I'm dancing with some, you know, some girls. And by the way, it was very common for girls to want to dance with me and my boy. So they would often, you know, come up to us and be like, hey, you want to dance? And my answer was never no. I was like, yeah, sure. I never refused to dance. I was there to have fun. What you talking about? And keep in mind that I wasn't trying to you know, sleep with none of them. At least I wasn't. So it didn't really matter if they were my type, not my type, you know, any of that stuff. We gonna dance, have fun. So anyway, they came up and was like, hey, you know, you want to dance? And I'm like, yeah. And so they were dancing, we were dancing, having fun, you know. And then, out of the blue, Anya, Pasha, and a friend came over. Ooh, she evaded right at the right time. Okay. I see. Hold on, we gotta... make sure she don't catch me out there. Okay. So, what's up, Kingpin? So, they came over. All three of them stepped up to me like the angry ex-girlfriend, sister, whatever. I don't know. Like I did something wrong. And so the girls that we were dancing with scattered. You know, like, uh-oh, they got busted, you know. And all my friends, because I'm dancing, you know, we dance in a group. But when the girls come like that, my friends left. Gone. And I'm like, what? My friends, and they were still watching, but they weren't anywhere near. And so I'm like, you know, hey, what's up? You know, because I ain't do nothing wrong. So I'm wondering what they got going on. Now, she's over there looking ashamed, sad, because look at how it looked. Okay, me and her are supposed to be, you know, kind of dating, I guess, and here she is sitting over there by herself, and I'm out here dancing with other girls. Okay, that don't look too good, do it? But her sister didn't know the situation. So her sister comes over, you know, being a protective sister and everything, and was like, you know, she's like, my sister's over there by herself. I was like, yeah, you know, because I'm thinking it's by her own choice. I be trying to get her to dance, you know. And she was like, well, you're over here, you know, dancing with these girls. Why aren't you dancing with her? I told her, I said, because she don't want to dance. Every time I ask her to dance, she tells me no. So we only dance to the slow songs. All the slow songs are hers. And so she looks at me and then looks at her sister and was like, is that true? Her sister didn't tell her any of that while they were coming over. That's why her sister looked like that, because she knew. And her sister still didn't say nothing. Her sister was like, and so her sister, Tanya, looked at me and was like, I'm so sorry. And was like, come on, you know, because now she's embarrassed that she, you know, was calling me out when it wasn't my fault. And so a slow song came on, and now she's not sure if I'm gonna be mad at her, you know. And so I came and got her for the slow song. And while we were, you know, slow dancing and everything, she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, don't worry about it. You know, I was like, your sister's just being protective. You know, I get it. And I did get her to dance. We actually danced, all three of us. I was the meat. They were the bread. Just saying. Tanya was behind me. I had Tasha in front of me. We had fun. Because she kept on, like, this is how that happened. So Tanya was like, come on, let's go. So Tanya and I started dancing. Okay. And Tasha, her sister, the one that's supposed to be, you know, with me, is over there. And I'm like, would you come on, you know? Still trying to get her to dance. So she comes out and she's standing there. Now, I turn around to face Tasha. And I'm like, come on, let's dance, right? And Tanya is in the back, just, you know, grinding, you know. And Tasha's like, well, I don't know how. I was like, come on. I was like, it's like slow set. Let's do slow dancing, just faster, you know? And so I grab her, and that's how we made a little sandwich with me as the meat. And it was fun. And it was one of the few times, because she didn't want to do it again, but it was one of the few times that I got her to dance other than a slow, you know, slow dance. And I remember there was hey. Ooh. She used to call me up, and this is after I really didn't go to the clubs anymore. We had kind of, you know, stopped talking a whole lot, you know, because I'm in school still, you know. And I remember this. I remember having a call and getting a message, you know, not on my voicemail, on my answering machine. And it would just be silence. She told me later that she used to call just to hear my voice on the answer machine, and then she would hang up. But I do remember meeting with her. I did go over to their house, you know, her and Tanya. Woo. But yeah, that's pretty much the stories with her anyway. I don't know, you know, we just kind of, you know, after I stopped, because once I got old enough, I used to go to some of the other clubs that were far away. She could go to them, but she didn't have a car. She wasn't working. Her sister was working and had a car. Her sister worked in the mall. And so I used to, when we would go to the mall, we would sometimes stop by and say, you know, what's up to her sister and all that. But they usually went to that same one because, for one, you know, it usually had a curfew, 10 o'clock, and it was, you know, closed. And so if we wanted to really, you know, be out all night and have fun, we went to one of the other ones that were, you know, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes away. And they didn't usually go to those. And those were usually open until like 2 and 3 in the morning. And so we'd be out there clubbing until 2, 3 in the morning. And I started going to those a lot more. And we just kind of, you know, I guess grew apart, you would say. We never really broke up or anything, just stopped having so much in common. Because if I wasn't going to that club, you know, we could still see each other every now and then, you know, outside of it. But, you know, I was busy doing, you know, school and, you know, all that good stuff. I often wonder what happened to her. I know her first name. I don't know her last name. I never knew her last name. Ah, woo. She's going through that special, huh? One thing I hate about fighting her Yep, still streaming. All right. Have a good weekend, buddy, and I hope the appointment will go well on Monday. See you Tuesday. Appreciate it, man. We're hoping for a clean colon. or something minor that they can fix, like a polyp or something. We'll see. Trying to think of all the things it could be, but we'll see. So hopefully, Runty, that satisfied your story hunger. It'll be nothing, just need a new diet. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have no idea. I had 5 polyps, which they said was about normal. And that's probably what it is, but I've never had it before. This is all new to me. So, but yeah, we'll see. Whatever it is, it's not something really advanced, I would say. I can't say it's not serious because I don't know, but it's not advanced. So whatever it is, it's in its early stage, whatever it is. But yeah, and I wouldn't even know how to look her up. I wouldn't even know how to look her up. You know, first names, and they wouldn't know how to look me up. There are a few girls I've always wondered what happened to them. See food and eat it. Great positive attitude, love it. Hey, I mean, whatever it is that we want to find out early. If it's nothing, great. If it's some polyps, remove them. Because they were asking me, you know, they were like, you have any pain? I'm like, no. So, we'll see. There was another girl, I definitely wonder what happened to her. Heather. I still got her picture and everything. I met her out in Missouri. And we had a lot in common. And we would have definitely dated had she been closer. She was in Missouri, I was in Michigan, and then I moved to Georgia. I told her, I said, hey, I said, if you want to come down to Georgia, move down to Georgia, come on. But I think she had just graduated college, and she didn't want to move. I think all her family and everything was there, so yeah, we just couldn't do it. But I definitely liked her. You got her picture, you can find her. Maybe. I mean, it is an older picture, but with technology now, probably could. But yeah, there's a few ladies, you know, that always wonder what happened to them. One of the things I'm always scared about, of course, is that they're no longer with us. I really don't want to know that. You know, you look up the girl from your past and find out she done passed away. I don't want to know that. That's one of the things that has me not really seriously looking for anybody. You know, because I could like if I wanted to really try to find Tasha or find out what happened to her, I could start hitting up my friends who knew her and knew her sister and see if they had a way to find her, because they may have known more about her. You know, maybe knew her last name, or maybe kept up with them a little bit better, you know? But I'm just like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. What part of Missouri? Well, it was at a college there. I'm trying to remember which college. It might have just been the state college. But that's where we were in. We were in college when I went out there. I think I had just graduated. Might have been. That sounds familiar. It was I was in the co-ed dorms, which was novel because I went to a private school and the only co-ed dorm was the dorm for married folk. There were no co-ed dorms. If you were married, you got your own dorm. Other than that, they were segregated. But yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh. Whoop, whoop. Leap on Hood. That is a cool town in the state. Very cool people live there. Everywhere else in the state. They're a bit Missourian. If you live here, you would understand. But yeah, so you know, there's a few that I always wondered what happened to them, but I don't wonder too hard because I don't want to find out anything real bad. I really don't. I think I showed y'all a picture of her. I have it somewhere here. You and your specials. Yeah, buddy. Oh, whoa. Thought I was gonna be faltered. Come over here. Come over here. Hit him with it. But yeah, I had a, you know, I hear some people, they'll be like, man, they hated college. I love college. I had so much fun in college. We had a good time. Now, I had a friend who disappeared. I mean, she disappeared. We have been friends since high school. Okay? And we, you know, went to college together and everything. And I remember we stayed in touch. And when 9/11 happened, I called her because she had gone back to New York. I called her to make sure she was okay. And of course, couldn't get through. Y'all remember? And because everybody was calling, boy. And I finally did get her. And she was like, oh, you know, she thought that was really sweet that I was concerned, because I was like, she was one of the few people I knew in New York that I could get a hold of, you know. And I knew that she worked nearby the towers. And she said, yeah, she was nearby when it happened, but, you know, she was okay, right? And, you know, we lost touch a little bit. And then when Facebook started becoming big, I started getting a lot of people from school on Facebook, you know, and, you know, a lot of my school friends, you know, they saw me and they were like, oh, yeah, you know, friends. And I was like, oh, yeah, you know. So we reconnected with a lot of folks, but not her. So at a time where all of our other school friends, both high school and college, and even grade school, I had a girl who I'd known since second grade hit me up on Facebook, and I recognized her right off. There wasn't no way I didn't know who she was. But like one of the friends that was a mutual friend of ours, she asked me, did I know where she was? Because of course, me and her were good friends, right? And I told her, I said, I don't know what happened. I said, the last time I've really talked to her was a little bit after September 11th. So I know she survived that, but I don't know where else she is. She basically was not in contact with any of her friends. No one. She didn't get on Facebook ever. Never found her on Facebook. We tried to find her parents. We saw that they had an account, but they never used it. And I sent a message, you know, asking about her. Never got a response. And I'm like, wow, what happened? You know, that she never reconnected. And so we were thinking, you know, of course, all kind of horrible things. What could possibly have happened, you know, that had her completely, you know, what do you call it? Isolated from everybody. So, of course, we're thinking, you know, maybe she passed away. Couldn't find any obituaries with her name. All right. Couldn't find her parents. Because remember, we're looking everybody. We were looking for her. We were looking for her parents. We were trying to find anybody. Couldn't find nobody. So we were like, maybe something happened and she's in witness protection. And that would do it. She wouldn't be able to contact any of us. You know, if they relocated her and she was in witness protection or, you know, given a whole new life and everything, that would be not a horrible thing. That would probably be the best thing that I could think of something happening. Other than that, you know, even if she went back to, I think she was from Puerto Rico. Even if she went back there, she could still have gotten on Facebook, you know, or something. Haven't heard at all. When I tried to, you know, my last contact information for her, get this, was her AOL email account. Tell you how long ago that was. Long ago, email. AOL. And it was deactivated. And I'm like, what happened to her? You know, I had my sister trying to find her, you know, because we had her name. But the problem is, she's got one of those names that is very common in the Hispanic community. Carmen. You know? And you look that up, you're gonna find a lot. So, you know, even her last name, Cruz, very common, very common. You look up a Carmen Cruz, you're gonna find a bunch of them. I know, because I tried. I had her middle name too, also common, but I ain't gonna do that because I don't wanna give too much information, but yeah. So many. Couldn't find her. Never found her. Because even if she's you know, still among the land of the living, what happened? What happened with her parents? Because it's the whole family. Her father was the principal of the school when I met her. You know? And we tried to find his obituary, her mom's obituary. Couldn't find anything. I don't know. I don't know whatever became of her. But I gave it the good try. And the thing is, when I was on Facebook socially, she could have contacted me. Like hundreds did, literally hundreds of my friends did. And she never did, which is very odd to me. You know, of all people, she would definitely have been one. The last thing I heard was that she was getting married. And so I have no clue. My imagination be running wild. You know? It's like, what happened? Did she unalive him? Did something happen that they went crazy and then had to go into, you know, witness protection? I mean, we were coming up with all kind of theories of what may have happened, you know? But hey, what can I say? Silver Samurai, in case you didn't know, is a bad boy. Come on now. He knows what's coming. Ooh-wee. Hit him with it. Woo! Look at that damage. Lovely damage, isn't it? Very nice damage. Damage. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Now it's ashtrays and echoes, and I miss you the most. I talk to the cracks in the ceiling. They've heard our fights.
Ooh, surfing, huh?
Scroll through your face at 2 in the morning.
All right, let's do this. See how this go. Oh, really? Just gonna hit me like that? What's going on? Oh, and then now see what happened right there? See how he caught me on the edge? I'm like, what just happened? What was all that? Cause I shouldn't have gotten hit with that. But some champs, he hits on that back end. All right, get him. Boom, we got him. I was delaying my hit so that the death immunity would go away right at the time that I got my special 3. Because I wouldn't have been able to survive a special 3 after he battered me up like that. And that's how you bully Kindred. Oh, caught me, did you? Come on. Hey. No, sir. Ah. Go, Elsa. That's right. All right, that's a good even number. 40 mil. Yeah, that's wicked. Oh, more crystals. Okay. Get that juicy radiance. Sencha. All right, guys. I think almost 4-hour stream. It's time for me to get something to eat.
Slick_Al Pacino just redeemed hydrate.
There you go. Oh, I got you, Slick. I'm gonna I'll take you guys to another TCP. Sorry, Anna. We'll go to Lefty Knox. So you'll get your you'll get more drops that way. All right. Take care, everybody. And I will see you on Tuesday. Sunday, I'll be doing that all-day prep, so I definitely won't try to stream. And Monday, I will be having that colonoscopy. So the earliest that you'll see me will be Tuesday. And then, who knows? Yeah, as long as, well... Oh, yeah, that's right, Billy. I forgot. It's the normal one now, not CCP. But, all right, well, anyway. Take care. And you all have a blessed day.